Mm, mm, mm. What's going on? It's Anton from antondaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. What up? What up? What up, friends and family? Anton, you got us out the streets at night. Hurry up, homie. Dang. I didn't even start late. I started on time. What's going on, friends? What's happening? Mr. Tesla 365. Ari, what's happening? Mario Elliott, Kojak in the building, Junior Largy, Loso Way, my dog, your car. Resurrect. Hope you had an amazing day. A.R. Smitty, Chris Watson. Let me see. Neo Melanin, Anime, Poppy Weasel, Charles Pride, my dog, your car. Cole. What up, Cole? Say how I'm feeling. I'm feeling good. I actually got some rest today. I fell asleep. And what up, Treese? Adrian Roberson, Cole Waters, Big One M Dub. What's happening? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's happening? Um, man, I was. Jixie Fox says squad. Nicole. I was I crashed out today. Nah, not crashed out like in a negative way, but I crashed out as far as like, you know, making sure that I got my rest on. And so I was chilling on that front, and I was good. I was in a good space, good energy. I slept. I was knocked out. I was sleep today. And I got my rest, and I was slow motion, and I was relaxing, maxing and relaxing. So I'm ready. I'm ready. I make the most of my time, and I planned on live streaming back to back 3 days in a row on after hours. Because I felt like I had to make it up for you guys because of everything that was happening on the struggle stream the other night. Even though the struggle stream wound up turning out to be an actually really, really good stream. As far as my connection all being messed up and stuff. But yeah, man, I felt compelled to have to make it up to you guys on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so that's what we're doing. So what's happening, friends and family? How y'all feel? So I think we're gonna start with Mase and Camron talking about Dame Dash, about the whole Steve Stoute Dame Dash situation. So I think I want to start there. Y'all tell me if that's where y'all want to start, and then we can play it by ear from there. But I think I'm gonna start with the Mase and Camron situation. Not situation. I was sweating. What you mean I was sweating? Ready for the sauce. Blessings to the chat. Juwan Hart is in the building. Yeah, last night was crazy. Last night was crazy. Shout out to Jacqueline Moore. Jacqueline Moore says, good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to you, my friend. I appreciate you for coming through and showing love. And I think it's about time for us to be able to get it popping. All right, so as usual, I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Jacqueline Moore, for being the first super chat of the night. I'm going to read super chats throughout the night. And we don't have no time limit. We don't really have no, man, my hoodie is kind of nappy. That's how you know I'll be washing it, because my hoodie be nappy. But we don't really have no, what's bothering me? We don't have no blueprint for how it is that we run the show. We just run it up and we have a good time. And I'm looking forward to what's happening, because I have no clue what's going to happen on a day-to-day basis with this show. Shout out to Ari Reed. Ari says, hey, Anton. Been getting rest for the last couple of days, but just wanted to announce that I will be launching my YouTube in 2 weeks from now. Yay! Shout out to Ari. Finishing up a few things. Stay tuned. And then we're going to be pushing that. So I'm going to make sure that y'all get visibility into what it is that Ari is doing. because Ari is a great content creator, and I think that she made for this. So shout out to Ari. Can't wait to be able to promote you and get you popping, baby girl. And thank you for rocking out with me and rocking out with the show, baby. Look in the camera. What do you mean look in the camera? What, you want to take my picture? Why you want me to look in the camera? I'm looking at the screen. You want me to look at y'all or you want me to look in the camera? Which one you want me to do? Want me to look at y'all or you want me to look in the camera? What is that supposed to do? Verify that it's actually like a live stream or something like that? Y'all want me to yo, have y'all ever noticed that on the Hennessy bottles that it says 1765 on it? What is that? Is that when Hennessy like it's in great? Is that when Hennessy was actually created? Have y'all noticed that? I need to look that up. When was Hennessy? Oh, it was established and founded in 1765. An Irish officer in the service of King of France, Richard Hennessy, foresaw the extraordinary international commercial potential of cognac. In 1765, he set up his own business and founded a house that has since been met with unequal and unwavering success. I did not know that. I did not know that. A lot of people just be doing stuff and they just be drinking and stuff, and they have no clue where stuff comes from. So that is my first time discovering that that's when Hennessy was created. I did not know that. So, interesting. It felt like it's more personal. Wody Mac. Oh, and if anybody have any disagreement with me, that link is pinned to the top of the chat for y'all to be able to call in on the show, like we always do about this time. Yes. All right, let me get this Camron situation up. This Camron and Mase, because it looks like they responded to to what was happening with Steve Stoute and Dame Dash. It seems like we've been talking about Dame Dash for a long time. I almost don't even want to talk about Dame anymore, because, and it's not that Dame is not entertaining to talk about, it's more or less about the idea that it just seemed like we just talking about Dame. Fanny P says, Anton, how's your 9 to 5 going? It's going phenomenal. It's going incredible. I just got a bonus check the other week. I think I got Hennessy privilege. Your car? Thank you for asking. Let me see something. Don't we got some Hennessy? Oh no, it's not Hennessy privilege. It's Hennessy white. I think it's Hennessy white. Is it Hennessy white, Rita? Where is it at? I don't see it. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I don't have Hennessy privilege. Put your tatas up. That's what I said. Walking around with your tatas out. I don't know what the difference in the taste is. I've never tasted Hennessy White. Hennessy White is a 25th anniversary. This is what it looked like. Have y'all ever had this, Hennessy White? The bottle is weird. Most people probably have had it overseas. It just came over here. Yeah. Anyways, I've never had Douce. I've never had Douce. No, I'm not mixing them. They said mix them. No, you can't mix them. Huh? Yeah, people in the chat talking about go ahead and mix them. I've never tasted Shannon Sharpe Laportier. Do we already got Hennessy in here though? All right. Well, but you don't really drink Hennessy though. So I don't know why I would want to even leave this here. I'm taking this downtown because I already got bottles in the studio, so I'm gonna just take this into the.
Why don't you leave that here for what you hear in the room? She got a smaller one.
Because that's a. Okay, then I'll bring the smaller one here, but I'm gonna take that one, the bigger one downtown. If you don't drink Hennessy, why are you opening the Hennessy White? Let me see that.
It's supposed to be better than that. I don't know.
It's not the same. It smells very similar. I'm gonna try Shannon's. What is it called? Laportier? You like it? Don't hate on Henny. Don't hate on Henny. You don't like Hennessy White, so I'm taking that too then, right? You can put that in the refrigerator.
I'm supposed to taste it first.
It's all right.
Just like this one.
What? What are you drinking?
I'm not gonna waste it.
Anyways. All right, so yeah. All right, so let's get started with the show. You said it's aged 2 years, that's why it's that color. The check that's ain't no meat in that. All right, let me get into this Camron situation. Let me open this up. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algo. Subscribe to the channel. And turn on your notifications. Let's get it popping, y'all. It's Friday. We don't got no time limit. Ain't nobody got to wake up at no particular time to go to work in the morning, probably. Most of y'all. Anton, are you into wine or champagne? I am into champagne. Huh? It's a bottle of what? The Isaiah Thomas one, the Sherlin. Let me see that. I usually try to stick with Isaiah. Maybe it's just because I'm a Isaiah Thomas fan, but he actually makes a really good champagne, in my opinion. It's called Sherlin. These people need to start paying me for the promotion. This is doesn't have any of them trash grapes, none of the extra sugar, none of the extra trash that they put inside of this in order to try to make it taste good. Straight from the source. It's a pretty dope. It's actually a really good champagne. So shout out to Isaiah Thomas. The real Isaiah Thomas, the first Isaiah Thomas, the Detroit Isaiah Thomas. I drink Sherlin champagne. Pocket of the Nero Beats says, been aware and tuning into your platforms for a minute. You seem like a cool dude that keeps it 100, sipping Henny now, day off from, okay. Shout out to my people sipping that Henny right now. Shout out to that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Mase and Camron. They responded to the whole Steve Stoute conversation that he was having with Shannon Sharpe about Dame Dash. So I'm going to go ahead and show that, and then we can get into the show. All right.
Favorite players, to name a few. They'll also match your first deposit.
Good, man. No, Miami. I love the way we film.
Cam really loved the 80s, bro. You can tell a dude that loved the 80s, the late 90s. I actually like the 80s clothes. I think that the 80s glasses, the 80s clothes, the Sergio Tascinis, all of that stuff, That stuff was absolutely dope. I don't like the fact that some of it is starting to become too popularized to where it seemed like it's starting to become a fad and people are starting to wear it. But
Coming out, but I do miss this weather, man.
what up, man?
I can't lie, man. The weather's beautiful, man. The weather is beautiful. What's good, baby? What happened?
Yeah, you didn't see what
I had
happened,
a few appointments.
huh?
Nah, I've been running around. I had a few appointments today. What we was talking about, I missed out. Everything was going on. What happened?
I was just wondering how you feel about them guys talking about Damon Dash, your fellow Harlem guy, since you're from Harlem.
Who was talking about him?
Steve Stoute and Shannon Sharpe.
Oh, I did see that. I've seen that.
You saw that?
Did you see what Dame response was?
Oh no, I ain't see his response.
Dame responded to the Steve Stoute and Shannon Sharpe thing. I'm gonna have to pull that up. I didn't know that he even responded, but we'll get there.
If he responded,
No, that listen, pocket full of De Niro. The '80s itself was trash. The people, the coked up men from that ruined our households and stuff like that. The '80s men and the culture was trash as far as how people ruined their families and ruined their life and couldn't play basketball and it was, all of that stuff. However, the style, the gazelles, the glasses, the furs, the whole style of the '80s was dope. Now their style was dope. The men was trash, but the style was dope. Hey, somebody, hey, your car, if you can find that for me, send that to me as far as how Dame responded to the whole Shannon Sharpe Steve Stoute conversation. But I'll get into that in a minute. Let me hear what Mace and Cam got to say.
I don't have to
Uh,
respond. But what you was
I'm
thinking?
gonna read you. I'm gonna read you. I'm gonna
Oh,
read
Cam, I
you
go.
because I've been moving around. I seen it briefly, but I'll read you real quick what Dame wrote. Well, everybody could go on the internet and see what Steve said. And Dame, what is Dame? Dusko, right? Yeah, Dusko. I'm about
Mm-hmm.
Dame Dash response to what Steve Stoute said, and his caption is, "This is the reason I had to slap the shit out of Steve Stoute a couple years ago, because he's always speaking on other men's business. Good thing that I involved. Stay tuned."
How did you?
I think that Dame. Let me just reserve my thoughts real quick. No, I'm not gonna reserve my thoughts. I think that that's so corny. Like, I think that that's why people like Steve Stoute is winning and they stay winning, and people like Dame. You know what's so funny? Dame think that just because he's involved or he was involved in something that somebody asks him about, that it give him he got a higher moral authority to be able to speak on issues and stuff that's happening. As far as what happened, Dame stays speaking on people that ain't even speaking on him on a regular basis. This dude's sense of entitlement is crazy. Shannon Sharpe asked Steve Stoute, which Steve Stoute obviously got a relationship with Jay-Z, about what happened as far as the breakup with regard to that. Steve Stoute answered the question. It wound up being like a 2 minute, 2.5 minute perspective or conversation. And then they moved on to something completely different, including Nas and stuff. He wasn't even checking for that. Dame goes on tour every single day and says everything that he wants to say about whatever it is that's happening. His opinion on this person, oh, okay, whatever. Oh, okay, well, I knew them and they asked me a question. Man, what make these niggas think that they got a higher moral authority and that they can determine what happens in the culture and who can say what with who? Man, listen, you a content creator now. You're a content creator now. What do you mean? You on an interview circuit talking about other men every single day. Every single day, this nigga be talking about other people. I think that this is like a culture thing over in New York, bro. Where for some reason these niggas feel like they above. I don't know where they got that shit from. Why do they feel like they above and that they could say stuff about people and then just be able to just get away with it, and that's the end of the conversation. Man, these niggas is weak, man. Dog, New York ain't been the same since Snoop came through and crushed the buildings, bro. New York ain't been the same since Snoop came through and started stomping on the buildings, bro. I don't know what's wrong, bro. Like, what makes these dudes think that they could just say and do whatever it is? Well, I guess you can say and do whatever you want to do because ain't nobody doing nothing to nobody. Yes, everybody talks about everybody because everybody give. Look, hold on. You can't. Let me give these niggas an update on how you supposed to move in this internet era because obviously they think that this is the '80s and these niggas are still running work. All right. Let me say this: if you get on the internet and you give your opinion on something or you share something with the general public, people have a right to react to it. I don't think that it's kosher to go and disrespect somebody's family or go talk about their children or start to involve other people in the conversation except for what people say. So if somebody says something, if Dame is out here on tour and he got 1,000 interviews about what it is that he think about what happened with everybody else that was associated with him, and he giving his perspective and he's giving insight. What do you expect? You expect people to react to it. That's why we watch it. If people didn't want to react to it, or if people didn't find it interesting, that's why then they wouldn't watch it. That's why they're asking you about Jay, because they finding Jay in the breakup between Rockefeller and the time in which that resonated in their life, because it was a time in history that people really enjoyed. That's the thing that's really popping. So if you on the internet talking every single interview, and it doesn't matter. Listen, you could do the same thing. If somebody asks you a question and they say, "Look, fam, what do you think about this?" You can say, "I don't want to talk about that right now." Chances are you probably wouldn't get booked for the interview, and that's one of the reasons why you're still talking about it, right? But if you go on that interview and you say, "Okay, well, this is my opinion on A, B, C, D, E, F, and G," and then people want to give their opinion about what you said because it was a moment or it was a dope take or maybe you gave a good interview or some shit, then that's what they do. But now niggas, listen, you got 50-year-old men. I'm not going at Camron Mase. I'm giving my opinion on Dame Dash's response to and threatening and saying that's why I slapped the shit out of him, stay tuned and all of that stuff. Listen, man, listen, you could respond, you can say whatever you want to say, but all of that tough talking shit, that shit is corny, man. That junk is played out. There's cameras everywhere. You can't do nothing to nobody without nobody finding out about it. I think that Cam and Mace's show is incredible. I love Cam. It is what it is. It's a dope platform. I'm giving my opinion on Dame Dash. And he want to say whatever he want to say, but then he want to control how you react to it. Shannon Sharpe asked him a question.
You feel about that? I don't think men should have to be that violent, especially when they get to a certain age.
Thank you,
No,
Mace.
no,
Mace just said the sentiment of my heart. I haven't even seen this video. Mace just said the sentiment of my heart. He said, listen, man, what are we talking about getting violent for when you get to that? And they laughed it off because I'm sure that they got a relationship with Dame, but whatever.
no, he didn't. No, he said this is why he did a couple years ago, but good thing he evolved.
Yeah,
That's
I
what he
like
said. He
I
didn't
like
say he was
that.
going to use violence. That was his phrase in his caption. And I also see what Steve said. For me, it's like this with this particular situation, because I'm cool with Steve, but Dave's my big bro at the same time. So to me, it's like this. Whenever Dame does an interview, about 90% of the time, Jay-Z's name is going to get brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
And
that's a fact.
it seems like Dame is just always saying something negative or something not positive about Jay-Z. And in all fairness, if I believe y'all didn't ask him the questions, he wouldn't speak about it. But once you start asking him questions, Dame's like an open book. You're going to start talking about what he knows and what they went through, et cetera, et cetera. And with Steve Stoute, the situation to me is that I don't know, I just seen a clip of this. I don't know how Dame's name got brought up. That's more the question for me. It's like,
Shannon Sharpe asked Steve Stoute a question. Steve Stoute answered it as honestly as he could about what his opinion was based off of what the same way that Dane speaks on Jay is the same way that Steve spoke on what Shannon Sharpe asked him. It's the exact same thing. Literally. He didn't volunteer the information. It was riding in the truck. Shannon Sharpe asked him a question. He responded to it. They moved on about the conversation. That's it.
If you didn't bring Dame's name up, uh, why mention him? So I would need more context how the interview went and see how it goes. But even like Steve Stout was on the Breakfast Club, he says Dame name. And anytime, the funny thing is this, right? Steve Stout, and like I said, Steve probably gonna call me later today about this when I speak to him, or maybe not.
Yeah.
Steve doesn't call me. We don't speak that often. But Steve had, he says things about Dame. Dame says things about Steve. But maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, Steve Stout called me and was like, "Yo, tell Dame I said he was right about certain things." I forget exactly what it was about, but he wanted me to deliver that message to Dame. And I did deliver the message to Dame, and I'll never know what panned out from it. But I know that they have mutual uh, business respect for each other. But when it gets personal, it just gets personal,
Yeah, I
which
really
is
don't
unsafe.
like the
No, stop. See, this is where y'all be capping, Brave Dave. Mase never threatened Shannon Sharpe. Mase never threatened Shannon Sharpe. That's all cap. All right, so don't even say that. Y'all like to translate stuff to mean something other than what it is. That's not true.
the um the way it get perceived, because if there was some things that he did right, then I would prefer that people share that as well as the bad. I don't like when people try to stack a narrative in a direction, especially, and me and Dame has never had a good relationship, but I'm a stickler for truth, and I want to know the truth, and I want to be a part of the truth. Even if I've done something that wasn't truthful, I would like to make that right so it could be truthful. You know what I'm saying? So when I hear things about Dame, it seems like people only tell the bad side because the person who has the most money is on the other side. That's the part I don't like. So when I hear certain things, I don't like it. And I would want to know, you being a person that it seemed like Dame put in a very powerful position. Looking back at it, do
Yep.
you think Dame was like wrong, or do you think he was right about the
Now
things
you
that he
know Cam
did,
ain't
even when it
gonna go
comes?
against Dame. You know Cam ain't gonna go against Dame. But good question.
To you, do you think that was right or wrong?
Today is Ask Cam, huh?
I was saving this one.
Today is Ask Cam.
Yeah, ask Cam. The whole world want to know this, killer.
Look, the thing about it is this: is that Dame. It isn't about. To me, Dame is right. A lot of times, it's his approach,
Yeah.
That's true too.
and he comes across aggressive. Uh, he's a quick talker, very articulate, has an extensive vocabulary, and he is street nigga. So with all that combined, and he's arrogant in a good way for me. And to me, it's funny, like for y'all don't, when I say arrogant, like, me, Mason, Dame was on a convo about a week ago and on a FaceTime. As soon as we get on the phone with Dame, he like, "Yeah, look at my lake, nigga." Nah, hello, what's up? How y'all been? Yo, Mace, that's you. I ain't seen you in 15 years. How you been? Look at my lake, nigga. I'm in my lake house right now. this is
Yeah.
this is how he says hello to his friends.
Yeah, those his I said,
Yo,
Dame, are
hold
those your alligators? He
on.
said, yeah, those my
Yeah,
alligators. Dame, those are not your
yeah, Dave said
alligators.
I would. Yeah, they're the property of Florida, the state of Florida. Dave said I would take y'all to the guest house, but to the main house, but it's going to take you about 9 minutes because we got to get on a go kart to get all the way over there. This is how he says hello. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm being dead verbatim just about
Yeah.
how he told me and Mace what's up. So when you're not cool with him and he has facts, Dame will hit you with 100 facts. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Not doing this. Not doing that. And then at the end of it, he'll say, "Why would you even wear them sneakers? Those shits is terrible. Matter of fact, I should have
Yeah.
known you wasn't gonna do business right if you would wear sneakers like that." Like he's that type of like it throw you off because it's like all the crazy shit that made sense he just said, and then he just starts snapping on you and the way you dress. And
But see, all of that shit works when you the top dog. It don't really work when you the top dog because eventually the wolves start getting sick of it. That's the see. Listen, the diminishing people and snapping on people and going off and just expecting for them to understand how you do shit. See, look, this is the problem. The problem with a lot of people is that they grew up in the streets and they was getting street money. And when you was getting street money, you operated under a certain perspective, right? Because you moved into corporate, but you never understood the rules that came along with corporate America. In the streets, it's different because a lot of time fear is respected. You know what I'm saying? Or, you can get away with that shit. You can sun people. When it comes to the business world in corporate America, it's cultural fit. And so it's kind of like dealing with a woman. You can say anything. You can say anything to anybody if you say it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the disconnect. And because motherfuckers never started to break away from the street mentality, but they was getting money in corporate America or they was successful, and then they wonder why everybody is turning against them or don't nobody want to work with them no more, is because we ain't in the streets no more. So that shit work in your hood, but we in the whole world. And then he want to sit there and get mad at niggas and say, well, how come Kevin Hart ain't tweeting out my shit or he ain't reposting my shit on Instagram and stuff like that? Well, that's why. Because nigga, this ain't Harlem. Niggas grow up. Once you become 50 and shit, listen, if you want to live in a silo by yourself, then cool. But if you want to play the victim because you expecting motherfuckers to adapt to your cultural norm, that ain't how it work. And so you can't expect everybody to see things the way that they see it because sometimes people grow up and sometimes people evolve past wherever it is that you grew up in. You say, well, that's some Harlem shit. I don't give a fuck about Harlem. I ain't in Harlem. I ain't even from Harlem. And so, you can operate under your own code, but everybody code ain't your code. And I even have to adapt. Even today, every single day, I'm always learning, I'm always evolving because I understand the room that I'm going to be in. Everybody don't have to necessarily respond to how it is that I exact how I see things or how I start to, implement things or what it is that I want to say. And so you can't bully people into seeing things your way or responding in the way that you respond to it. You got to move according to wherever it is that you at. And like Cam said, he was 100% right. Listen, how he talked to his friends, they understand that. They get that. They see that. They can move accordingly. And they're like, okay, cool. We get it. This is how we joke. How I joke with my family, we like to Jones and shit. You know what I'm saying? Jones, we like to cap. We like to joke on each other. We like to, snap or whatever. But then when certain people, you go out into the world, the stuff that we think is funny or the stuff that we rock with, they be like, man, that's some, we don't rock with that. Who you talking to? You know what I'm saying? And so we don't get offended maybe in Detroit or where we from because of the things that we grew up around. But then when I went into corporate America, I can't talk like that and then say, you got to respect my mind or you got to respect my culture. They're going to be like, man, get the fuck out of here. We don't give a fuck what you talking about. They're not going to say, get the fuck out of here. They just going to be like, yeah, we're moving on and we're going to move over into somebody else. They don't care how smart you are. They don't care how much money you got. They don't care how cool you are. They don't care about none of that. You have to adapt to whatever it is that's happening around you, and you can't force people to see it the way you see it. So you just walking around snapping on motherfuckers and saying, I don't know why they mad. You don't know. They Everybody is different. So that flies. That flies when you're in a position of power. But guess what? Nobody is in the absolute position of power 100% of the time. And eventually, you gotta hand over the throne to somebody else, and then people start to write the history according to how they see it. History is written by winners. It's not written by people that get upset at the winners. History is written by winners.
And then he relates that to the business as like, nigga, I should have known a nigga who dressed like you wasn't never going to do business right. But as far as doing right by me, I think if you're asking about my time at Rockefeller, um, what happened with this with me is plain and simple. I didn't get a good deal. What happened is I was at entertainment and I ended up going to Epic my second album. And when I got the Epic Records, I learned the record business. I learned who was doing promotion. I learned who was doing marketing. I learned who was doing radio. I learned why the money wasn't getting spent. I learned the niggas was stealing out my budget. And I became really aggressive in the music industry because I'm like, back in them days, Mase knows you signed for 7 albums. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, these niggas on my second album and these niggas playing my life. So I
Yeah.
took it like they was playing my life. And I bought 40 niggas. Shout out to my man Luca Brazi. He used to have the Taliban. I took niggas from 40th, niggas from 145th. And every day we went to Epic Records with 40 niggas. So they let me out my deal. Dame helped me get out my deal and I went to Rockefeller. So I said all that to say I knew the business by the time I got to Rockefeller. So when I got to Rockefeller, I came in there like an animal because I knew where marketing was, I knew where radio was, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So as soon as I got there, I hit the ground, my feet running. Went into Bobby's office, which is Dame's brother. I need my radio spins because I'm gonna deliver good music. Who's running marketing? I talked to marketing. A&R department, I don't need them. I don't need no A&R. I'm good. The A&R days is over, nigga. They was cool with me, but I just wasn't fucking with no A&R. I don't need you to tell me what to do for me. And then after that, I went to Def Jam, and more of the story is when I got there, and it's no disrespect to nobody on Rockefeller because sometimes they take it as disrespect. I just kind of surpassed them because what happens is they was in a good deal and they never had to really learn the business. Dame, Jay, and Biggs did such a good job with running the company. They had the time to just be artists to where my last deal, I didn't have time to be an artist.
Who did
I
you
mean,
pass?
because I mean, I was an
When you
artist
when you say who you pass, who
when I,
no names, are you saying
well, I
artists
mean,
or executives?
besides to both, to me, it was like, when I got there, the biggest artist, of course, was Jay-Z. But after that, think about it. If you know history of hip hop, and no disrespect, like Beanie was there and State Property, and I'm not talking about record wise. I'm talking about certain things. I want to make sure I clarify.
Yeah.
Music might have been equal, or if not better, at least equal. Like I'm just giving State Property for example. They had the movement, we had the movement, but what happened is Jay, Dame, and Biggs did such a good job, they didn't have to learn business. I got jerked at Epic Records, so I knew the business. Not me just dealing with with Rockefeller. I started going upstairs to Def Jam. So Def Jam was partners with Rockefeller. So not only am I getting Rockefeller to do my music, I'm talking directly to Kevin Liles. I'm talking directly to Leo Cohen. I'm talking directly to Julie Greenwald. I'm talking directly to Kaiser. And I'm like, I push the button downstairs. Now y'all need to push the button. And they couldn't, not saying they couldn't understand it, but they like, Cam know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah, I just got jerked around, so I learned. My life was on the line. What Dame Dash told me was this, murder, when I first got to Rockefeller. He said, look, Cam, look, you got you a second chance at this music shit. We're gonna see if this work, and if it don't work, we're gonna give you a job. And that was like the scariest shit I ever heard in my life. But it was real though. You
Yeah.
got to respect that. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, yo, damn, I don't want no job, but we got to make this work because you don't get a lot of chances in hip hop. So
That,
we made it work, and that
I mean, so that's great
you
because
go,
I mean, I wasn't there. That's why I'm asking the questions. At this point, I'm in church, so I'm not really
yeah.
knowing what's going on.
Shout out to being in church and not knowing what's going on. But man, I will say that Dipset shit was like, that junk was fire. Like that was a movement. I always took to as far as style and the finesse and all of that. Dipset was so dope coming from a Detroit dude. Dipset was so dope because Dipset had like a trifecta. And I mean, you could say Freaky Zeke in there or whatever, but they kind of had a trifecta, right? From my lens. Now this is from the lens of a person that's not in New York, and so we just watching this shit and we like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Because they had a trifecta. They had, the Cam with the you know what I'm saying, with the mink and the slow flow. And then he had the, you know what I'm saying, the pink mink with the range and all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? That kind of set it off with the old boy and all of that, right? And then you had Jim. Now Jimmy, I took more to Jimmy as far as his style because Jimmy was more like, from my perspective, Jim Jones was more like a West Coast nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it was almost like he was a West Coast dude in the East Coast dude's body, or in the East Coast dude's mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you look at Jim Jones and what he was doing over there when he did that song with, he did a song I think with Game, Lil Easy E, or whatever, and it was like he fit right in. He could have straight up been a West Coast dude. As far as the way that he dressed when he had, you know what I'm saying? He had the MC8 Compton Psycho braids and all of that. He had that old dog type of look to him, but then he was a East Coast dude, so he was almost like the best of both worlds. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you know what I'm saying, they came with the skulls on with the rock star type shit that was leaning off their jeans and shit, and that shit was like a movement. You know what I'm saying? Like. And then you had Jewels. Now, Jewels for me is the most disappointing person. One of the most disappointing dudes that I've ever heard of or that I've ever seen from New York. And the reason that is because Jewels, in my opinion, he was supposed to be like the Lil Wayne. He was supposed to be like the torchbearer, the dude that really took off, that ran that shit. But Jewels, it just seemed like he was lazy. Like these niggas just wanted to be in the streets. They never actually wanted to work. And it's like to see these niggas get on, but they didn't. Let me tell you why I like Jim Jones the most, right? Which I have so much respect for Cam, but I like Jim Jones the most. The reason that I like Jim Jones the most is because Jim made the most out of his talent. Like Jim seemed like he was probably the least talented when it came to rapping, but he had some of the biggest fucking hits. Like Jim turned what most niggas would only have a 15 minutes worth of fame into a lifetime career. A lifetime career. Of course, I don't agree with everything that Jim did and all of that other type of stuff, but I have more respect and I have so much love for Jim Jones, because the nigga went from carrying crates to maximizing everything that he could out of the rap game. The dude got more out of the rap game, in my opinion, based off of just talent, because Jim Jones wasn't a bars dude. But then if you listen to, like, my favorite albums from all Dipset stuff, like on an individual, not the Dipset, the Diplomatic Immunity album or anything like that. My favorite albums was the Vampire Life series. I love Vampire's Life. Like all of that when he had Sin City, Max B, all of them dudes. Max B was really supposed to be the Wave. That's the Wave guy. A lot of y'all not familiar with this. See, a lot of y'all niggas don't even probably even know what I'm talking about, because y'all wasn't outside and y'all wasn't really familiar with what was happening out in the, you know what I'm saying, out here with the culture or whatever, or y'all didn't even really live it, and so y'all don't understand it. But Max B was supposed to be the man, and I hated the fact that Max B and Jim Jones was beefing, because Max B was almost like the most talented, Max Bigavell, you know what I'm saying? So wavy, all of that shit, right? And it's funny because then you go Max B and then you can go French Montana, which you can go into Coke Boys. And it's funny because Coke Boys, French Montana, and 2 Chainz was bubbling on the scene at the exact same time, right? And people would like to diminish my man, What I just said his name. French Montana and the Coke Boys wave. French Montana was running it the fuck up. He was doing more shows every single day than anybody on the market. French Montana is another one that I got a lot of respect for because he maximized the fuck out of his talent. He maximized his talent. But I have so much more respect for Jim Jones. Not that I don't respect Cam, because I think that Cam is dope. And I love Cam and I love what it is what it is. But Jim Jones made the most out of his opportunities. Out of everybody that was out there, Jim Jones made the most out of his opportunities. Jules Santana was the most talented. And this is one of the reasons why I always champion hard work over talent. I take hard work over talent. Yep, Chinks drugs. I remember that too. I champion hard work over talent 10 times out of 10. I don't give a fuck if you're talented. Mac and cheese, yeah, mac and cheese. Shout out to Mac and Cheese from French Montana. And it's funny because I even remember when Jim Jones and it was a dude that Jay-Z and them signed. Oh man. And he went to jail too. And he had got like a $500,000 deal from Jay-Z and them. I don't even remember. I forgot what his name was. But yeah, man, like to be around at that time was incredible. Jules Santana had the perfect setup. And he had Lil Wayne, I Can't Feel My Face, and the nigga just disappeared. Meanwhile, Lil Wayne was out there running up a legacy, and now most of us consider Lil Wayne at the very least in our top 10, but minimally some of us, including myself, I include Lil Wayne in my top 5 of all time. True Life. You got it, outspoken introvert. True Life wound up getting into it, and it was a whole beef with that thing. Man, listen, man. Late 90s, early 2000s, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. It was so much happening. And this is why it's difficult for me to even have a conversation with a lot of y'all. Because when we start talking about hip hop and we start talking about rap and we start talking about the culture, y'all don't know what y'all talking about because y'all don't really understand the history of it. See, y'all understand record sales and who was the biggest artist at the time because anybody can look that up. But very few people actually understood True Life. Very few people actually watched the Smack DVDs. Very few people actually understood the French Montana Coke Boys wave associated with the Max B and the Max B falling out with Jim Jones and Max Biggerville. I still listen to Max B today. A lot of people ain't familiar with Chinks drugs. You just hear about it. A lot of people not familiar with the DMX battles and all of that stuff and how Ja Rule came into the game. Listen, man, y'all can say what y'all want about Ja Rule. Ja Rule had some dope fucking albums. Dope albums. And so it's hard for me to sit here and have hip hop conversations and debates a lot of times with a lot of people because they're not familiar with what's really happening in the culture, in the streets. Meanwhile, battle rap was bubbling, and that was on 10 because you had all of the battle rappers over in New York, right? And when I'm talking about the battle rappers, I'm talking about the dudes like way back. I ain't just talking about, you know what I'm saying, the people that y'all looking at now. Y'all looking at people that's standing on the shoulders of the guys that built it. I'm talking about the T-Rexes, you know what I'm saying? Before T-Rex was the T-Rex. Y'all don't. Swave Seva. Y'all don't know nothing about those type of dudes. Y'all not familiar with it. Y'all not aware of what was happening. Big T before he became what it is that he is today. You know what I'm saying? A-Verb before when he had the waves. You know, all of those before them, right? Way before them when they was battling. I remember when I used to watch, I ain't gonna get into all of that because I'll be here all day. But my point is I think that Jim Jones made the most out of his opportunity. Camron was always gonna be Cam, so he was gonna be successful. Y'all probably never even heard Horse and Carriage. When they had Mase and Camron and they had the blue and the red leathers on, and I don't think that they was able to clear Mase, and so it looked like Mase was in there, but Mase wasn't even really in the video with the horse and carriage shit. Y'all not familiar with all of that. Nope. Calico wasn't even, it wasn't even a thing back in Calico. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I think that they absolutely made the most out of their opportunities. Jules Santana, I don't know what happened to him. I'm not sure why he didn't make the most out of his opportunity, but, you know, it really was some, no, a lot of people don't know it. Yeah, I interviewed A-Verb. A-Verb just hit me up the other day. That's my dog. Yep. A lot of people are not familiar with this. People just be talking. Listen, we had a dude on a platform the other day that didn't even know what reasonable doubt was. We had a dude that called up here to criticize my perspective of what I was given, but he didn't even understand the context. He thought I was talking about a legal term. He didn't know that reasonable doubt was actually a real album. You can't tell me that people, everybody know about. No, they don't. Most people are not familiar and don't even understand the timelines by which I'm breaking this stuff down. They have no clue whatsoever. They don't know about entertainment. They don't know about none of that stuff. The dude didn't even know what reasonable doubt was. And so now you're going to sit here and say, well, no, they did. Most people don't know. They have no clue whatsoever. And so when you start to have conversations with them and they telling you about fucking Travis Scott, man, these niggas don't know nothing about this. They don't know nothing about none of this whatsoever at all. They know the highlights. It's just like niggas that watch the league today. They don't know nothing about Corliss Williamson, you know what I'm saying, and how he had to master the fact that he was undersized. They don't know shit about Junkyard Dog. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what Dennis Rodman was really about and why he was able to do what he did. All they know is the Dennis Rodman from the Jordan documentary. They don't know about Dennis Rodman kicking that cameraman over there and him being on San Antonio and what he did with the Detroit Pistons and the fact that he slept with Madonna. They don't know about none of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They know about who Robert Parrish was, but they don't know about Larry Bird. They don't know about the real Larry Bird. They don't know that Larry Bird was a monster. He was a savage. You know, they get the highlights. Even today, they don't watch the game. They know about Anthony Edwards. They know about, Karl Anthony Towns. Now it's Wemby. It's all NBA highlights. These niggas don't watch games. They don't go to games. So they're not familiar with what's really happening in the streets. Let me get my guy Slimmy up here, bro. What up, Slimmy?
Hey, that was me. I'm typing like, yo, we know all about this shit. And I'm
No,
thinking
we
like,
know about it.
but I had to correct myself like, oh shit, yeah, well I do.
We know about this shit because we love it. You know what I'm saying? We historians when it comes to this shit, but because we really, really loved it. But most people are not familiar with the timelines and any of this stuff that happened when it came to hip hop.
Yeah, that's facts. I wasn't really thinking about like, it's thousands of people watching, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm just like, we know all this shit. But yeah,
Man, people be
folk,
all.
people don't be knowing, like people really don't be knowing this shit, bro. Like it's crazy. I was
People don't
I was
think that I know nothing about most of this stuff. They think I just be talking.
Yeah, that's what be crazy. I was literally just on Clubhouse like about an hour ago, just talking
Mm-hmm.
about all crazy, man. I was just talking about all these battle times, man, and like Mook against Jay Mills.
Yeah, Jay
Everybody
Mills. But T
everybody
Rex
feel like
was the man back then, though, too.
T Rex I think he kind of put Mook on in a way. I think. I ain't sure.
Yeah,
But definitely co-signed him in some kind of way before
yeah,
before Mook got real popping.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
like yeah, those was the days though, man. Them Smack DVDs, bro. I used to watch that Lux versus Mook battle like over and
People,
over and over.
people don't know about Sirius Jones and
Yeah, Serious Jones destroyed Mook, man.
they
Like,
don't have a clue,
oh
bro, because they don't know about Head Ice.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. They
saying?
don't know about
Like
40 cal,
all of them
40 cal.
dudes, bro. I used to listen to Head Ice and all of them dudes, and Head Ice had, you know what I'm saying? It was more like it was a performative type of thing. It wasn't just the words. It was, they don't know about Saigon. They don't know about,
Oh yeah,
all of
Saigon.
these
Man,
different
I forgot about
dudes.
yeah. What's his name from your city that passed away? from
Oh,
Detroit. X Factor. Wasn't his name?
oh
What's his name?
yeah. He was from
Uh,
Pontiac, I think.
nah, that's this. It's not X Factor. His name is from. He from. Ah man, what's his name? Damn, he passed away like about a year
Who
ago.
passed away? I don't know who you're talking about.
Ah man, I can't think of this dude's name.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
X Factor is still alive. It's one of the dudes. He started like just talking about battle rapping. He wasn't rapping no more.
Oh,
But he
okay.
started talking about it, man. But like, man, I can't think of his name, man. But he used to have some epic battles. Damn,
Yeah.
it's dude from that. He got the same name as dude that from Strange Music. What's dudes that run Strange Music? The biggest
Who,
artist from
Tech
Strange
Nine?
Music. Tech Nine.
Oh, Tech Nine. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. He passed. I think he from Detroit though. He passed
Mm,
away though. I think
mm.
he was from Detroit, or he was
Yeah.
either from Detroit or he's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, a lot of people really don't know, bro. Like they have no clue.
Yeah,
Because I don't always say something. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of what I talk about is completely unrelated to stuff that's really happening in the culture. Then they
right.
think that I'm not, you know what I'm saying? No, I was
Yeah,
really,
nigga, we was
really on
outside.
this shit. Yes. In real
Ah,
life, bro.
man, that shit crazy. People don't, man. Yeah, Tech Nine. They in the chat. They know. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, but man, it's just so crazy how people they see some of these dudes now, but they don't really realize why they popping
Yeah.
like and why they looked at like legendary like man, because dudes back then, man, they really was getting after it, man, and like
Yeah, they was.
at a time where it really wasn't accepted though. That's what was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
I remember those days, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, man.
crazy. It is crazy, but it warms my heart to see people like Cam and Mason and winning and stuff like that because I remember when they first came out.
Hell yeah. I heard you mentioning Horse and Carriage, man, and like most people they do not remember that song, man. They
Mm.
don't they don't remember when Cam used to rap fast. He used to
A lot of these people is they I like to call them fair weather fans because they get in
Yeah,
and they watch the highlights and then they think they can have a whole conversation with you when they don't understand the culture for real, for real.
yeah, they don't, man. Hip hop came a long motherfucking way,
It
boy.
has evolved a lot. It has evolved in a whole lot, a
I
whole
don't
lot.
know I don't know if it's for the better though. I don't really know. It's still
I
hard to
don't think
say.
it's for the better or for worse right now. I just think that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that you can say that it is or not anymore. It's just the genie is out the bottle, and it's never gonna get better or it's never gonna get worse. It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. It's very true.
It's just a yin and a yang. You know.
Yeah.
So
I think you on to something with that one because it like it's gonna grow, but then it's gonna always be like that base.
yeah.
It's gonna be that base and that like the where the it's not necessarily where the mainstream is gonna always feel it. The
Hmm.
mainstream don't always feel it, but like those hardcore fans, they're gonna always love it, man. So
Mm,
I right with that. I think you're right. It's gonna
yeah.
always be.
But we'll see what happens. I always keep my ears peeled and seeing what's happening. But honestly, I don't even today, like the stuff that I think is popping, and that's what I think is really making a wave. It's always gonna be a wave. I kind of mix the stuff that most people is not really listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
I'm listening to Larry June.
yeah, my cousin real big on Larry
I
June,
love
man.
Larry June. I listen to Larry June. I listen to a lot of Detroit rappers. I listen to Currency mostly. Um, I still listen to a lot of Nipsey Hussle. I listen to stuff that make me feel good that I can vibe to.
No, but you got to, bro. You got to, because
Yeah, I'm not listening for the deep shit. I just listen to shit that I like to vibe to.
I still get into the deep shit every once in a while, but it's not the same because like they not really picking they're not picking them beats that I like, man. So it's just like I'm kind of like
They never did though.
some of them did, some of them did.
Like who?
So I always like the beats that Lupe picked. I always like Lupe's
I
beats.
can't fuck with Lupe, man.
Woo! Why not?
I can't fuck with Lupe, man.
What is it? What is it? His style is? Oh yeah, Bodie James.
You know,
Yeah, I like.
you know what Lupe kind of remind me of it's a nigga that was like he was an incredible. Oh God, he's slipping my
Bobby
mind.
J.
No,
Bobby
no, no,
J.
no, no. It's a rapper that he was incredible. He was kind of like a black. You know, he kind of looked like damn, this dude. He looked like my man that be on EYL. I forgot what his name was. Like the Stars and the Moon dude. Gosh, I'm losing it. What is this nigga's name? He could freestyle his ass off.
Where you from?
I don't know. I forgot where he was from. He used to talk to, I think, like a Lola Monroe or something like that. Gosh, what is his name?
Los?
Los. Los.
Oh yeah.
Lupe remind me of Los, but a better version because he could rap his ass off. But these niggas is lazy, man. They
Well,
don't
Los.
work. They don't work. They don't drop enough.
Well, Los. He in a different realm. He do drop, but it's like I think he do like this hip hop school thing.
Man, don't nobody
So
want to hear that shit. Nigga, we want to hear good music. We want to hear some good music, bro. Can't we want to hear good music? We don't want to hear that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like I want to hear niggas. I want to hear you continue to evolve and put out music. That's why I respect Currency so much, man. Because Currency work. Currency work. Currency
yeah.
stay in the loop. He stay dropping. He stay putting on.
I'm just not a fan, bro. It's
And
just
see, that's the thing. Los will get on Sway in the morning or some shit, or he'll drop a free. You know who? You know what Los kind of remind me of, but in a different vein. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say that. They're not even related. But my man that was on Good Music. I love his shit.
How the Prince.
Saha the Prince, bro. And it's
I
like he got great shit, but it's just like these niggas is just too cool for school.
well, Saha, you know he do a lot of writing for Kanye.
Man, drop that shit, bro.
He got some joints out. Go check him out, man.
Yeah,
Don't say
but
that.
work, nigga. Put the music out. Like, put it
You
out.
know,
Work. Drop some Instagram
have all
clips,
that.
nigga. Get your shit popping. These niggas be too talented to just be that cool. Oh man, I write for Kanye, my nigga. Like, nigga, work.
No,
Work.
I know what you're saying, but like he had like hella mixtapes out before he got on Good Music,
I
and then
know. I love this shit. I love it. I love all of us stuff. But work, man.
once he got on there, it's like he kind of slowed down. So that's I don't know what be going on, man.
Man, these
Kind of
niggas
strange.
need to work, bro. Like work, man. Put in the work. Drop some money. Drop some music, nigga.
Yeah, I agree.
These
I
niggas
don't
just be
know.
chilling. They be vibing, waiting for it. Man, work, nigga. Go out there and put out some music. And fucking record videos for every song that you put out. Man, if I was
I
an
know
artist, bro, if I was an
Los is doing
artist,
that now.
I would put a visual out. I will put a visual out and some music every single week. You would not
Yeah,
be able
Los
to
is
stop
doing
me from
that.
putting
Los
out
is doing that now.
you know who I respect? NBA YoungBoy, bro. No, I'm
Oh
sorry, not
man,
NBA YoungBoy. Never broke. Never broke, bro. Like, I respect that nigga because that nigga stay working. You
that's
may not
NBA young.
you may not necessarily necessarily care for his music, but
He always got some shit out. Yeah, young boy.
he
You talking about NBA
worked.
young?
Young boy never broke, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
never broke again. Never
that
broke again. That
nigga,
shit.
that nigga stay working. He
He
worked,
always
bro.
he always got some shit out, man. Like whether I
I
like
got
it or
so
not.
much respect for him, though, because I may not care for his music. It may not resonate with me, but I'm like, damn, you can't miss this nigga.
Yeah, he always got something on YouTube.
If I
Still,
was a rapper, I would be so successful, bro, because I would outwork niggas. I would be in the mix every single day, bro. Like I would be out there. You would hate me, you would love me, but you would have to make a decision about me.
yeah, that's how that. But that's where the labels kind of like ruin things at because artists don't work. They don't work.
And
They
that's
don't work
why
at all.
that's why you can't carry niggas.
Yeah, that's why it be so many artists on labels. They just be shelved because like they don't know what they can do. They don't know what they can't do. You know what I'm saying? Then they try to go mixtape. They don't make no money. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's a catch 22 being on the label. You
Yeah.
better off being independent. You better
Yeah.
be in.
But,
I mean,
it is what it is. Let me go ahead and finish playing the rest of this Camron and Mase, this tape.
you already know, bro.
All
I'm
right,
gonna holler at
Sammy.
you. Yes,
Yeah, man. But I didn't got off into a tangent because I started reminiscing. Let me focus.
So
Right.
this
No,
means
absolutely.
Dame gave a
No, that's
lot
the
of
point.
people jobs, regardless of what people say. And him giving you a platform, he gave a lot of people in Harlem jobs.
And respect to Dame
Oh,
for that.
absolutely.
And respect to Dame for putting people on and employing people because I think that Mace is right. And maybe I need to do some soul searching. And that maybe I don't extend enough credit and grace to Dame. But I also am going to say that a lot of that, the perception that's about somebody sometimes can be self-inflicted. Because if you continue to feed the narrative and you continue to do the shit that people are accusing you of being guilty of, it's hard for people to see the good. And so I'm going to be a little bit more introspective because maybe I'm a little bit too critical of Dame, but a lot of times the shit that you go viral for is not all of the nice stuff. And so I'm going to be a little bit more introspective. Let me hear what else they got to say.
It's a bunch of people outside of me that are still in prominent positions now. Shelly, she's the president of Rock Nation Rave. She
Mm,
lived in Dame's building, Dame Dash's building in 1199. And I don't really know exactly how the college thing worked. I don't know if Dame helped her get in college or helped pay for college or whatever it was. I'm not sure about that part. But she came down as an intern. Dame let her be an intern at Rockefeller. And she never looked back. You know, she's an intern, then a secretary, then an assistant, then got went into corporate. Then I think she's the assistant president at Atlantic Records. And she went over to work with Todd Moskowitz. And now she's the president of Rock Nation. And this is like Dave Dash's niece almost.
mm.
And that's just one example. It's several people who's still working right now. Emmanuel, who's at Atlantic, got hired at Rockefeller. It's a lot of executives that's still working right now because of that. Yes.
That's huge.
Yeah,
Pause.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Those are dope questions.
Yeah, I wanted to know because I when I hear stories, I don't really know. So you're my source of information when it comes to this
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
at that time I wasn't
Absolutely.
even listening to music. So there's a lot of stuff I
Right. No,
missed out on.
absolutely.
Dope. Yeah, we
No,
definitely have
absolutely.
to.
Look,
I was gonna say we
you
definitely
have
have
to
to
what? Go ahead.
continue the Ask Cam and Mace because I know there's so many more things people want to
Yeah,
know.
I tried to
Yeah.
start on, but he was ready.
Yeah.
Oh, because I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You know, like I said, the main question you asked me, and before we get ready to move on, is, and and I don't know if it's the main question, but I want to wrap this up in saying this is that Dame gets perceived the wrong way because of his attitude. He's very arrogant, but he's very smart. But the thing about it is, Dame is going to do what works for Dame. And at this point, you got to accept him, either love him or hate him for who he is because he's not changing. And he's been successful at helping build $100 million companies, not just one, but multiple. And some people never going to see $100 million in their life. So I think he's capable of doing anything in the world. But sometimes, to me, to Cam, the way he presents himself to other people is eternal. He's an
Yeah,
acquired taste. Pause.
yeah,
And that's I think that is the most pure, accurate description of what it is that you deal with when you decide that you want to deal with a Dame Dash. And I don't think it's no secret. I don't think that he's trying to be a secret about it. I think that that's exactly what it is that he's putting out, and he about that life.
Okay. So into the sports, we've talked a
All right, shout out to it is what it is, Cam and Mace, for that interesting take about Dame and Steve Stoute. I don't know, man. I just almost feel like we just too grown and we too old to still be dealing with the same stuff over and over and over and over again. Let me read a couple of the super chats. Pocket full of dinero says, I'm focused, man. Tell Stott to holla at me. Hove, shout out to Pocket full of dinero. I appreciate you. Timeout says, single mom song gonna be a #1 hit for spring break. Oh my God. Jawan Hart says if bro was talking about Tech Nine, he ain't no. He was saying that he has a similar name as Tech Nine from Strange Music. We all know that Tech Nine is still alive. The Strange Music Tech Nine is still alive. I don't know who passed away from Michigan that was a battle rapper, but it is what it is. Let's move over into the Shannon Sharpe conversation. And again, anybody that has a disagreement or anybody that has a comment, you're more than welcome to be able to call in and get your thoughts off. And then I'm going to meet you with whatever the energy is that you present to the platform. All right? Facts. Let me get to this Shannon Sharpe conversation because Shannon Sharpe is speaking on haters. Now, I have an opinion about this, and I have an opinion about Shannon Sharpe specifically because I think that Shannon Sharpe is still rattled by the idea of the level of fame that he's been able to acquire and accomplish. I don't think that Shannon Sharpe truly understood what he was getting himself into. And so now I think that Shannon Sharpe is still having difficulty dealing with the fame and the level of fame that he's grown into. And so recently he did a show, or he had a segment on Nightcap where he basically broke down, what his thoughts was of people imitating him and all of this other type of stuff. And so I want to play that.
Hello.
Despite the point of doing anything in life is to succeed at it. And
Yes.
be the best at it. And
Yes.
that is what he's continued to do.
Should you be commended? Oh man, Ocho, man, you see Ocho, he came out of Liberty City.
Yeah.
Oh, Blanc stayed with his grandma. His mom
Yeah.
was dealing with some alcohol issues. And
Come
you
on,
know
man.
what? He made it out, went to JUCO,
Mhm.
went to Oregon State, made it
Yeah.
to the NFL, took care of his family.
Yeah.
Now he's a media sensation. That should be commended.
Yes. But
I know somebody know what you're talking about firsthand.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know that guy, Ocho?
Yeah, I know him. I know. Hey,
They-
I know him
They used to look. Ain't nobody had a bad thing to say about your boy, your favorite dog.
at all. At all.
And remember, you and I talked about that. I said,
Yeah.
Ocho, remember when Complex named me most entertaining sports personality?
Yes, sir. That you
Boy,
are.
we're down here from there.
Listen, and they'll never be able to take that away from you because it's only
No.
up from here. It's only up from here. So
Yeah.
if they mad now, tell them to get a nice seat.
Yeah.
Tell them to get a
Oh, you
nice
gonna
seat.
be
If
mad
they
for a
mad
minute.
now because they ain't seen nothing yet. They ain't seen nothing yet.
You know what, Ocho? I was talking to my sister today, and she crystallized it for me. She
Yes,
made
sir.
me see things clear. I'm talking about crystal clear.
Yeah.
I'm talking about abundantly clear. She said, Shannon, do you think you could be as successful as you are, be on ESPN First Take, and the ratings do what they do when you're on the show? Have two podcasts that's typically in the top 5 in both Apple and Spotify podcasts. Do what you do if you had more haters than supporters?
You know what that tells me? The fact that he's having this conversation and his sister is making it crystal clear for him means that it's bothering him. Now, whatever it is that he's saying and what he's presenting to the general public as far as continuing to do what he do, look, I regularly give Shannon Sharpe his flowers. I say it all the time. I said that Shannon Sharpe is literally already certified as a GOAT. 100%. 100%. I knew that Shannon Sharpe was a star, but I did not know that he was this big. I mean, gosh, if everybody knew what he was going to be as far as continuing to take over the game, shit, you think that Fox would have let him go? Hell no, they would have gave him whatever it is that he wanted. They would have gave him whatever it is that he wanted, right? But I don't even think Shannon Sharpe knew, and this is one of the things that reasons why he's having this conversation, because he wasn't prepared for what success really, really looked like at this level. And this is the reason why he's having this conversation with his sister, because these are conversations that he's having in private. And if he's having these conversations in private and somebody is clarifying it for you in order to give you some sense of reality to help you to understand, hey, listen, with the success comes the money, with the money comes the hater. That's just the way that it is. Because Shannon was used to getting love. to a larger extent, Shannon was used to being all loved. All love for the majority of the time, especially sitting across the table from Skip, because Skip then was the villain. But now, when you get to the top of the totem pole, then you become villainized by other people that are watching you. And I don't even think that everybody is hating on Shannon. I just think that this is what happens when you become ultra famous. There has never been anybody in history that has not become ultra famous. And when I say ultra famous, I mean the top of their field. Listen, Michael Jordan himself, largely considered to be one of the greatest athletes, not the basketball players, athletes of all time, cannot escape criticism. They did a whole documentary where his own teammates, Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, is on tour right now. Both of them motherfuckers got rings. Both of them dudes is on tour right now on a hate tour. On a hate tour of Michael Jordan, their teammate. Nobody. And I mean nobody. Zero, zilch, nada. Not one person ever has ever escaped criticism from both sides to where they've created a divide amongst the people to where if you become ultra famous, you could just become similar famous, regular famous, minor famous, YouTube famous, and they're going to have shit to say about you. And so that's just what comes with the game. You're going to have to be prepared for that. What you think, that everybody going to love you? Everybody going to think that you're doing the right thing? No, absolutely not. When you exceed beyond whatever the realm is that you originally was supposed to be a part of, you can guarantee that it's coming. Somebody said it in the chat. Somebody said Shannon's a household name, used to just be talked about when talking about football. Now, when you've grown outside of football, bigger than football, the LeBron Jameses, the Michael Jordans, the Tom Bradys, man, ain't nobody not gonna say nothing about these dudes. Tom Brady has largely been, he hasn't had a scandal. Not one, ever. People didn't really love Kobe the way that they love him right now until after he passed away. People didn't really love Nipsey the way that they loved him. They loved him, but they didn't love him the way that they love him now until after he passed away. Listen, in Nipsey's death, you still got people like Whack 100 talking about they got a tape on this nigga, or niggas trying to sully his name, or people still talking shit about him. It's a fact. When you start to exceed or you go beyond whatever it is that you originally got famous for, you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared because you a pop culture icon now. You not just famous no more. You different. And I don't believe that Shannon really understood what he was doing when he got into it. He just knew that he was good at what he was doing. And so now he's having a tough time adapting to it. And he's trying to sell us on the narrative that, no, I'm good. I'm ready for it. I bet you this month. Listen, every single celebrity, all of these celebrities, all of them check the comments. All of them see what people saying about them. All of them got family members saying, hey, what is this going on with you? All of them be blocking haters and blocking people. They don't just not be, I'm living. No, they be checking. They checking. They sensitive. They know what people are saying. They know what people going on about them.
Come on now.
Your cognac is, Shannon, your cognac is sold out. Because every time, look, I don't need to order any of it, but every time I try to go, they said it's sold out.
Yeah.
So sold out cognac, 2 podcasts that's in the top 5. Nobody else can say customarily, but one of them always is in the top 5.
Right.
ESPN First Take. Do you think if your haters outnumbered your supporters, that could be possible?
No. I like that.
I don't think people are trying to hate on Shannon, man. I just think that he's the topic of conversation. And so when you do something, people talk about it. If you get out the car and they figure out a way in order to try to label you zesty, then that's just the way it go. I don't think that people necessarily got anything negative to say about Shannon per se. What's up, Dark?
All right, what up? What up?
What up? What's the word? You muted, bro. I can't hear you. I can hear you now. Go ahead. You muted yourself again. Got to unmute yourself.
Good, good. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's happening?
Yeah, yeah. Ain't nothing chilling, just checking out the live. Seeing your action, you know what I mean? Tuning in for the first time. Word up. I see. I'm interested, man. I'm gonna start tuning in much more often, man, for sure.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Your audio is really low for some reason. I don't know why.
Hmm. So you hear me?
I can hear you now. Better.
Okay, okay. These damn bowls. Sometimes you gotta have both earpieces on the talk with the bowls. But yeah, man, just checking it out, man, for sure, man. Keep your live going, keep doing your thing, man. Stay live and stay up, man, for sure, man.
Man, I appreciate you. Thank you, Dark, man. I appreciate you a lot, bro.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right, man. I'm gonna let you get back to doing your 1-2, man. All
Thank you,
right, man.
bro.
Stay up, man.
Thank you, big
Yep.
dog. Shout out to my guy AM. AM is in. Nah, I know. See, AM understand. And yes, you are. You are. Well, you maybe not ultra famous, but you definitely got some visibility. You definitely ringing bells out in these streets. Says I'm nowhere near ultra famous, and the hate I get is crazy. But I'm learning to hear it and not hear it, like my grandmother used to say. And then he also said, and thank you for supporting the platform, AM. He says, but I get mad love in person. And we all do because nobody has any smoke for us. Zero people. Very rarely do you ever, I have never ran into anybody that has ever shown me any kind of disrespect in person that noticed me from the internet. Not one person. So AM is right. AM is 100% correct. He's 100% right. I think that people tend to look at it as just a topic of conversation. They don't even consider it hate when they hating on you. Sometimes people don't even know they hating on you. I know that it's people that come in here to disagree with me. I don't silence them because I also know that it's not necessarily that they're trying to hate on me. They coming in here because they like to disagree with me because they want to find holes in the argument. That's just what comes with being a creator, right? And so when you give your opinion on something, I think that ultimately a lot of times people want to debate you, even if they're not necessarily debating you. They want to figure out where they can look at it from a different perspective. And or you may trigger an emotion from them that makes them passionate about the conversation that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I think that all of it is warranted, but it's just what come with the game. What's up, BG?
Yo, you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I was just coming on the Shannon Sharpe thing, and I just got like kind of like a different perspective when it comes to Shannon Sharpe.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of times when we look at Shannon Sharpe, because he Jai like a physical specimen, we don't realize he a 55-year-old man, and he definitely from the South. So at times I feel like he could be culturally awkward. Like he's trying to fit in. Even with the Dame Dash interview, I watched your reaction and you kind of reacted to his fit because he just had that viral thing when he had the
I reacted to Dame Dash's fit.
no, you reacted to Shannon Sharpe fit when they was, matter of fact, it was the Steve Stoute interview.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah. When he had on the jean jacket.
he had on the jean alligator fit. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Oh yeah, he changed it up. He was in the hood." I don't know if that was a PR thing to like, okay, y'all joke my man out. He got on the tight stuff. He out front of Total Wines. But I think sometimes we gotta realize that that man is a little older, and at the same time, for the most part of his life, the only thing that he had to make sure he could do the what he had to make sure that he did was play football well.
Hold on. Y'all Baltimore niggas can't hide yourselves for nothing.
Man,
Y'all Baltimore niggas can't hide y'all huge for nothing. Y'all Baltimore love me.
yeah, I'm just listening. I'm just kind of like new to your platform, so I was just checking it out for real. Yeah, shout out to East Baltimore. Shout out to 21213. Shout
Yeah.
out to Bel Air Road and Urban Avenue for real. But yeah, I just feel like Shannon Sharpe is a little culturally awkward. You gotta realize he's really somebody's, I'm saying, grandfather. He's a granddaddy for real. You know what I'm saying? Approaching 60 years old. you know, and he just trying to fit in with. He's trying to mix in with the culture, but sometimes I feel like he take a strong reaction to some of the jokes and stuff like the Mike Epps stuff. He takes some stuff a little too serious. Like
Well,
he
that's
don't
because I don't think that he was prepared for the level of visibility that he got, especially once that Cat Williams interview blew up. It took him into a different stratosphere.
Yeah, because everything I'm literally I'm a content creator, but I create content in the tech field. But I understand right now, Shannon Sharpe name is hot. The
Yeah,
Unk
it
name
is.
is hot. So that's it.
It
So
is.
if I'm creating content, I'm gonna try to angle it towards him any way that I can, so I can get what I mean, so I can get those views or what I mean, get that interest that that he getting right now because he's very accomplished and he don't even realize sometimes I think how accomplished he is. But yeah, he
I
just
agree with you. I agree with you 100%. I don't think you said anything that I disagree with, as a matter of fact.
yeah, I'm just but I like the platform, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. It's looking slick. I really I just maybe in the last 2 or 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? I done super chatted you a couple times, BG
Thank
Tech
you,
White.
man.
You
Thank
know what
you,
I'm
bro.
saying? I really I respect what you're doing or whatever, but I just want to come through and say it was kind of culturally awkward. Me and my wife was sitting here listening to you, but we both been sipping that Hennessy, so she, you know what I'm saying, she don't want to say nothing now. She was just running her mouth like crazy.
Shout out to wifey, man. Listen. Just tell her I appreciate her.
Yeah, but yeah, man,
I
yeah,
appreciate
keep
y'all
doing.
both, man. Shout out to East Baltimore, man.
Yeah, shout out to East Baltimore for sure. But
I appreciate it,
or
bro.
Brooklyn. She from Brooklyn. Shout out to Brownsville. She from Brooklyn. I'm from
How that
Baltimore.
happen? How a Baltimore dude and a Brooklyn girl get together?
Man, listen, it's work. You know what I'm saying? I met her at work 15 years ago, and that's just how that shit happened. But
Hey, man. Shout out to y'all. You more than welcome to always call into the platform too, man. I appreciate you.
all right, man. Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night, my brother.
Thank you, man. Let me go to Devontae. What's up, Devontae?
What's up, man? How you been? Well, I
I'm
know how
chilling,
you been.
man.
I've
What's
been
the
checking out
word,
the show.
bro?
Good, man. I'm glad how you brought up that part about Shannon when you talk about the people not always hating. Because I've been realizing that lately with a lot of these bigger celebrities like Shannon and Stephen A, they every time somebody says something, it's like, oh, they hate. And it's like, dang, y'all can talk about people all the time and
All
nobody gonna
day
say nothing.
long. All
And it's
day.
about and it's like if you famous, popular, got money, the only explanation when somebody say something, oh, they just hate. And it's like
Yep. I agree.
I just feel like people like poking the bear sometimes, and I think a lot of them calling him zesty and stuff is just, oh, we see that it gets under his skin. So I don't even think a lot of the people even believe it. I feel like they're just doing it because they like, all right, this junk make him mad. So
I don't think that people think that Shannon is zesty, but I mean, if we just calling a spade, he got out that truck looking zesty as fuck. So if I
man,
say, okay, listen, I did a video on my other channel where I was giving my opinion, where I was saying that, listen, most black men is not gay, all right, in a
right,
general sense. But I referenced Shannon Sharpe. He looked zesty. He was walking, but I also understand that he had 2 hip replacements. So if
yeah,
somebody joke about the fact that you got out the truck looking a little zesty, that's not hate. That's just joking. That's just making fun and making light of a situation. You know what I'm saying?
right, exactly. And the thing is, I know a lot of people that was raised by their grandma, and
Yeah.
they seem to tend to have those mannerisms. Like he reminds me of an old lady actually sometimes.
Yeah, he
And I
does.
feel like I know a lot of old people raised around old people seem like they got the mannerisms, man. But he, I wanted to tell this quick story about my grandfather real quick if I can, because
Go ahead, do your thing.
it's yeah. So when I was about 12 years old, my sister kept calling me gay one day, and I
Mm-hmm.
was getting mad, crying, wanted to fight her. So I ran to my grandmother, and I'm like, Grandma, she keep calling me gay. And my grandmother went off on her. I better not ever hear you say that again. Just going off. And I remember feeling so good about that. So a few days go by, and she starts up again calling me gay. So my grandmother wasn't home, so I go in my granddad's office. I'm like, Granddaddy, she calling me gay. And I'm thinking he gonna whoop her and do all this. Man, he looked up and smiled at me and looked at her and stood up and flipped his wrist and was like, well, are you gay? And like basically made fun of me and then walked out. And like that really taught me like a real valuable life lesson. And also showed me like the difference between how your grandma handles something and your granddaddy. Like my grandma kind of showed me to get mad and be angry. My granddaddy was like basically like, bro, are you serious right now? You know, and it's like that's what I thought of when I hear him reacting to this stuff.
Yeah. But see, that's why men, I think, need strong men in their lives, or young boys need strong men in their lives, because it teaches us how to adjust and how to react to it, and not to be, because we all got emotions, but I think it teaches us how to control our emotions and how not to respond emotionally every single time. Because it's one thing to be passionate about a subject that you're talking about, and it's another thing to crash out because you're too emotional.
Right.
Absolutely. I think that I think that resonate, but he'll figure it out. I just think that he having a tough time because you were right. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said, you know, people like him and Stephen A. When you get to a certain level, all of a sudden they think that everybody is hating on them just because you got a difference of opinion or you got a different perspective or you talking about them because they are the ones that's in the spotlight. But at the same time, they can talk about everybody else. And then they sit there and defend themselves when people say, when a basketball player say, oh man, Shannon is hating, or oh man, Stephen A. is hating, then they defend themselves from it. But at the same time, it's the exact same thing that they defended themselves from. So it's like the pot calling the kettle black. I think that they need to just man up. And honestly, I don't know. It seems like they've been in the spotlight long enough to actually realize. It seemed like they would have learned this lesson by now, but I don't know. Maybe they're using it. Maybe they're continuing to capitalize from it.
For sure. Yeah, man. Appreciate you letting me come on, man.
Thank you for coming on, big dog. I appreciate you. Let me hear some more what Shannon got to say. The Drip Show. Shout out to the Drip Show. Drip says, my dog Freezy put me on, and I see why. Follow the Drip Show. Keep grinding, OG. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for coming through, big dog. And shout out to my dog Freezy.
Driving to go do a shooter taping, and I was like, Buck, you right. She said, so don't worry about it.
Right.
Like I said, when I go out and I do these bottles.
Yeah, he do got the rainbow necklace. I don't know, man. I don't know.
At Total Wines, Tower, all those. Man, the love.
Yeah.
Ocho, you think about gifts. Yeah. Hey, I bought you this shirt. Man, I bought you this. I bought you that. I bought you some candles. I bought you this. I appreciate what you do. But I needed her to, you like, damn. Yeah. But they at my neck though.
Yeah.
Like, but Shannon.
See, he was sensitive about it. He was sensitive about it. He just admitted it. And he needed his sister to reel him in and give him a reality check. Hey, listen, you just famous. That's just what come with the game.
Look at the success that you're having.
Right.
That's not possible with more haters than supporters.
And this is the funny thing about it, is when things hit social media.
Right? You're going to have to chill out, though. You don't want to have a heart attack over this shit. High blood pressure because you're worried about what everybody think. You got to sleep good, OG.
Yes.
It's somewhat of the real world, but it's a very small percentage.
It is.
A very small percentage.
Yeah.
And when you get out into the real world and you get to experience that real love, everywhere you go, it gives you a better understanding. It gives you clarity on how many people support and love what you're doing.
They got to.
It will always be like that. That's why I say outside of social media, you got to be able to get out because your flowers are going to come from everywhere, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
No matter where you go. And it's a great feeling, man. It's a beautiful feeling.
And then once somebody sees something that goes viral, then everybody will start piggybacking that.
Oh, his daughter got him that? It's a dope necklace. It's just funny how people in the chat and people that watch notice every single thing and then they translate it over into something else. Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
But I know Total Wines. I need somebody else to go in front of Total Wines and put on that green outfit.
Yeah.
Because they just ordered 2,000 more cases. So go, I need everybody. Hey, y'all that did it. Right. I need y'all some more people to go do it. Because Total Wine just ordered 2,000 more cases. So I appreciate that.
Hey, chestnut checkers, huh?
Hey, as a matter of fact, I need somebody to go in front of Tower Liquors right there. Hey, y'all go in front of them too. So they can put a PO in for 2,000 cases.
I don't think people understand. You have many out here that are trying to be funny, but behind the scenes, not understanding the due diligence that they're doing for you Because you going straight to the bank with it.
Hey,
Straight to the bank with it. So
Hey.
you get your last off, but on the back end, it ain't nothing but a blessing on you coming your way.
And we talked about this, Ocho. Everybody was talking about, well, how much money I made during the Cat Williams interview. Whatever you think, I just got the check. So whatever you think I made, 3x it.
Let me see.
So if you think I made 500,000, 3x it. If you think I made $1 million, 3x it.
Let me see.
If you think I made 2 million, 3x it.
Let me see it.
I got me a little something today with Ocho. Look at that, Ocho.
Oh,
I got that old John Mayer.
Hey, hold on. What's that?
That's the John Mayer. Discontinue.
Hold on.
The
John
green
Mayer.
face.
Wait, the guitar player?
Your body's a wonderland. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be saying.
Hold on, I got one. Gravity.
Yeah. I be talking. My pockets is a wonderland.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying, Ocho? Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, John Mayer, who he partnered with on that watch?
No, a lot of times, like, that's what they call it because he wore it. And it caught fire. Okay. Yeah, it caught fire because they saw him have it on. And so they dubbed it the John Mayer.
John Mayer. Oh, but who's the maker?
Rolex.
That boy got that John Mayer on his pussy.
Yeah, I did. I did. So I ain't gonna start jocking it again.
I see. I got my rollie on tonight too, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you got that sub. You got that sub.
I got that sub, man. To go in my jersey.
So that's the way. Hey,
I got mine on too. All right, can I be a part of the show? I got mine on too. This is a Prezi though. It's a little different. It's the rose gold Prezi. See that? It's the rose gold Prezi. It's a little different. He got the sub. I got the Prezi. Don't worry about it. We gonna get there.
Look here. Because guess what happened, Ocho? Man, Total Wines hit us up. They said, well, hold on.
Yes, sir.
We want some of that. So thanks to y'all, I'm about to be in California, Texas, Florida, Louisiana, Baltimore. So keep on doing it. I need y'all to keep on doing it. Hey, don't you stop now. Don't y'all hating mofos stop.
Yeah.
Take y'all raggedy ass right back in front of them Total Wines and do it all over again. Because thanks to y'all, your boy,
Hey, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing.
It is.
Dope.
It is.
That's live.
It is. See, they try to be cute. They gonna retire for O'Shea before he want to retire.
Y'all, that's live, man. They ain't nothing but a blessing.
Oh man.
You see how God work?
Yeah.
You see how God work?
She told me. She say, Shannon, let it roll off. She say, sometimes you can fall out of God's favor by your actions and your words. I'm done with it. Ocho. I will get this paper. So whatever y'all think I mean. So I know this gonna go viral, man. 3 exit. Yes. Yeah. Put it like this here. I made more money on Cat Williams alone than I made in any year that I played the NFL.
Ooh, boy, you better talk, boy. Hey, do me a favor. Hey.
That's that okay. Yeah, they didn't believe in me. Cat did.
Hold on. I got a question for you.
What you got?
Throw something on the floor for me. I'm gonna pick it up.
You got it?
Yeah, throw something on the floor for me. I'm gonna pick it up. I ain't even gonna hesitate.
Oh man. Oh, I can't cover Ocho. Ocho. Oh. Did this thing about the hit? Oh, they ain't see the shit. They ain't see the shit. Ooh.
Listen, you ain't got to tell me. You ain't got to tell me twice. You ain't got to tell me twice because I ain't gonna listen to you on the third time. I already know what time it is.
Ooh, boy, I sure appreciate that. I'm about to say,
you got it. You said it perfectly, brother Rob. He says he keeps saying he done with it. He does. Every other week, if we just gonna keep it 100, every other week, Shannon, he did. He is a little hurt. I can see it. Every other week, he say, yo, I'm done with it. I ain't responding to the haters no more. I don't care what people say about me. We gonna run it up. We gonna keep getting this money or whatever. And then he come back 2 weeks later. oh, the haters, I ain't thinking about them. Why they keep hating on me and all of this stuff? Listen, I'm telling you, in real life, this shit bothers them. And so, when you see people, look, they gonna pay to see you win and they gonna pay to see you lose. That's just the facts. They're going to pay to see you win and they're going to pay to see you lose. You're going to have to learn how to deal with it a little bit differently to where you don't let every single thing. Now, I also understand the importance of marketing, right? So that means that if somebody says something about you and you don't necessarily care for it, but you speak on it because it actually makes you more money, or you understand that it brings you more visibility or another viral moment to attract attention of what you're doing as far as your podcast and stuff like that, then that I also understand that. So I think that he's possibly using a little bit of that on top of it. But when he telling the story and saying, hey man, my sister got to talk to me, or this person got to talk to me, or that person got to talk to me, y'all keep going there so they can order 2,000 more cases, it bothers him. It absolutely bothers him. And so this is one of the things that y'all got to take away from this, though, is that just because you big, just because you successful, just because you a football player and you considered, one of the greatest of all time and you a Hall of Famer, don't mean that these niggas don't read comments. And shout out to Shannon Sharpe, because I give him his flowers. I think that he at the top of the top right now, but you got to learn how to deal with that shit a little bit differently.
Man, but here's the thing. My sister don't really have social media.
Right.
So, like if I send her something, now she got to go download the app. Then she get it. And then guess what? As soon as she read what she going to read, she delete it. I say, why don't you just leave it up? You don't have to go to it. She say, because I don't need to see that foolishness, that mess.
Right.
So he's sending it. Think about what he's saying. He's sending his sister shit that's being said negatively about him. She listens to it, she deletes it, and say, I don't really want to even be associated with that because I ain't even on that type of time. It sounds like, I don't know what his family dynamics is, but it almost sounds like his sister raised him or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Think about what he just said. He said sometimes he send his sister stuff. He is actively sending his sister things that people are saying about him. And then she wound up getting rid of it and saying, listen, I don't want to see that negative stuff. Listen to what he said. Let me rewind it a little bit.
Get it. So, yeah. But here's the thing. My sister don't really have social media.
Right.
So, like if I send her something, now she got to go download the app. Then she get it. And then guess what? As soon as she read what she going to read, she delete it. I say, why don't you just leave it up? You don't have to go to it. She say, because I don't need to see that foolishness, that mess.
Right.
And so she saw all the stuff and people were sending it to her. You see what they say about your brother. And, obviously, I'm a baby brother.
Yeah.
So obviously she's going to feel some type of way. So this was early this morning because, she's back on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. So when I wake up and turn over, she in my phone, Buck. I call her Buck. I'm like, dang. So anytime I see a message from her, it's early in the morning because I get up around 6 o'clock to take the dog for a walk. Mm-hmm. She done left me a text message. So I'm always going to check it because it might be something, hey, somebody might have left a message from her phone, hey, your sister, blah, 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 then I got to make it happen.
Right.
And so when she left me that, I was like, damn. I said, I hit her when I get back. So I had a couple of meetings today that ran long and I'm driving. And she's like, I called her. She said, you get my, I said, Buck, I got the text. She said, okay, so what you, I said, I'm good. I said, I'm good. I'm real good. God is good. Nah, God ain't good. God great.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
God is great.
All the time.
Oh, man. Ocho, did you hear what I said? I said the Cat Williams interview, that one interview, I made more money on that one interview than I did in any 1 year of my NFL career. Now, y'all go look up my NFL career and see what my highest earning year was. And Cat did that. Cat did
Thank you, Kat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You got to kind of get out of your emotions about that. That's a lot. It's a lot. I think that he got a lot going on, and he got to be very, very careful about letting stuff continuing to get to him. And he managing. He managing. He didn't been through a lot or whatever, and he's continuing to be successful. Listen, don't feel sorry for Shannon. Shannon is doing very, very well in his life. So y'all wild in the chat. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe running it up out here in these streets. Again, thank you to Angry Man for showing love. Thank you to the Drip Show for showing love. I appreciate the super chats and holding me down, big dog. Let's see. Draya Michele. I think there's a video over here of somebody that basically summarizes it really well. Let me pull it up. Somebody called All Access Media. I don't know who this is, but it's somebody on here I think that can give us a better perspective about what's happening with Draya Michele. Now, I did whole shows on this, and I'm sure that Q gonna want to discuss it on Monday on the show. But Draya Michele is damn near 40 years old. Draya Michele is damn near 40 years old. And she is officially pregnant by a 20-something-year-old, a young 20-something-year-old dude named Jaylen Greene.
So it was rumors going around on social media that Draya could possibly be pregnant with a Jaylen Greene's baby because of the way she was walking after one of his games. Well, it seems like that rumor is true because Draya just confirmed that she is in fact pregnant with Jaylen Greene's baby and that the two are having a baby girl. Draya made the announcement on Instagram by posting multiple pictures of her growing baby bump with a caption that said, "Happy #International Women's Day. As women, we navigate through so much, often leading us to question what is my purpose. For me, the magic lies in motherhood and the awe-inspiring ability to bring life into this world over the span of 2 decades. It's my superpower. And if anything can surpass the wonder of being a woman, it's the privilege of bringing another woman into existence."
Good God Almighty. Jesus Christ. Talk about a finesse. Oh my God. Yo, she just got a second retirement plan. She literally got a second retirement plan. Let me look up and see how old Jaylen Greene is. Jaylen Greene is 22 years old. 22 years old. Is probably going to make well over $250 million, $300, $400, maybe even $400 million throughout his career if he stays healthy and he stays a productive member of the Houston Rockets. This chick literally just got another retirement plan and is going to make millions probably based off of the idea that she is going to be getting child support and probably trying to stay with him as long as possible because he's a Jesus Christ. So let me think about this. 39, 49. God damn, she gonna be getting child support at least up until her. That's assuming that she don't stay with him and he don't be, he don't be crazy. She gonna be getting it into her late 50s. Oh my God. I cannot believe that he is a sucker like this. And how many people, man, let me pull this up on Instagram. Now I got to go to her Instagram. Because now I got to see the comments. Just seen this chick. Literally, I just seen her here in Detroit at Empire. Good God. This is unreal. Let me show this. Let me pull this up. Oh, she didn't even turn on the comments. She turned the comments off. She turned the comments off. They probably was going at her neck. Protect our young men just like we protect our young women. This is disturbing. This is on the one previous. In the criminal justice system, sexually based offenses are considered especially heinous. We all know what that means. You groom that young man, how you highly favor laying with a teenager. Oh, even the women is going at Drake. Hold on, wait. Usually we see women stand 10 toes down and they be on sister code. I am not used to seeing this right now. I did not expect for this to happen. Listen, you know you got to be off when the sister code start coming for you. I'm not used to seeing the women coming for each other and these junks. Listen, look at these joints. They got high likes. This one got 1,900 likes. You groomed that young man. 1,400 likes in the criminal justice system. 810, 3,300 likes. I'm not used to them coming after other women like this. Usually, shout out to Joey for joining the Bag Chasers. Usually, women stand 10 toes down and they be like, everybody deserve love, or he just decided that he wanted to sign up for it too, or all of this other type of stuff. I am not used to seeing women come after women like this, and people all are in agreement. I'm not used to seeing it at all. So what pickup line did you use? You want to go play Xbox with me and go get a slushie? You couldn't find a man your age. Turn them comments smooth off. Groomer type shit. Congrats, though. No shame. Why don't you pick on someone your own size, Granny? Jesus. Look at these women coming at her. Don't look, and you always gonna have a hyena, and it's always gonna be one that look just like this, with 1,700 followers and following 1,400 people. Let's see what this hyena look like. Yep, typical, so typical. Listen, how do you know that somebody is a cornball? Because they man dressed just like them and they got matching outfits. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the suckers. Oh my God. Look at this sucker. Jesus Christ. What a sucker. Unreal. Gotta be them. And so it's going to be just as many on the other side. You walked across the high school stage when your baby daddy was born. He looked too young for her age. Y'all just mad she gets what she wants. Look, here goes another one. Another one. See, they white too. They white too. They white hood rats too. It's sad when you got to mess with kids to find a man. Let's see what else we got. Should have kept quiet. Support a grown-ass woman preying on the little boy. Broke my ankles running to the comments. And these comments are the reason people hide their pregnancy and keep it all they want is peace. And, well, then don't post it on social media. Should have kept that photo shoot in the drafts bookie. You looking different these days. You be all curled up. R. Kelly Jr., hide your 21-year-olds. Real deal bag chaser. Oh, wait a minute. Is this person part of the bag chaser? Real deal bag chaser chasing any man with a bag. You knew to turn them comments off, so you date kids now. So the people basically went in and they went to her older pictures in order to say the shit that they want to say in her comments. Man. She act like turning off them comments was going to stop people from coming from her. Nah, you should have just deleted your whole existence. Fuck. Jesus Christ. These people ain't messing around. Listen to this. This woman moves by the spirit of deception. She has the spirit of Jezebel and Delilah. Sheesh. I remember reading the Bible one day and it spoke about a good man who went on a mission to fulfill God's purpose and he got seduced by a woman with the same spirit of Jezebel and Delilah. I can't pick at the moment which one, but just know whatever she did it on purpose. This woman says it's embarrassing. She went NBA, NFL, and finished with the NBA. Jesus. Wow. We see that women can be predators too. Children are a blessing, but damn, 22. You're a pedo groomer. Definitely wild. This just getting out of hand at this point. And look, all of the ones, all of the famous ones, the Keisha Nicoles, whoever this chick is, I don't know who she is because I don't follow these type of women. They support. They fucking coming for this woman. They ain't messing around. They coming for her. They not messing around, bro.
We are overjoyed to share our love for you, little girl. I am excited to speak words to the daughter I never thought I'd have. We are anxious about your arrival, but take your time. This world can be tough, but know you are being brought into a space of love, security, and adornment. Hashtag 28 weeks, hashtag 7 months, hashtag coming May 2024, hashtag girl mom. So congratulations to Draya and Jaylen, but the problem that a lot of people have is Draya is 39 years old and Jaylen is 22 years old and he plays for the Houston Rockets. So a lot of people feel like she's using him, and not only that, Draya has the son that is...
Nope, you're wrong again, Fa Brown. If you post it online, then people can have their opinion about what it is that you say and do. If you post it online, listen, you posted it online, you largely make money from being a social media influencer, meaning that you're influencing people to then do whatever it is that you want them to do. You have to take the good with the... I don't know why y'all think that y'all only supposed to get the good. Shout out to Jose Maldonado. I appreciate you for holding me down. Why do y'all think that you only supposed to get the good and you're not supposed to get both?
21 or 22 years old. Now, I know Draya knew she was going to face some backlash when she posted this. That's probably why she already waited 7 months, because when the clip came out and you can visibly see that she was pregnant and you could see the comments then. But let's go ahead and take a look at people's reactions now. One person said, "Congratulations, and this is gross. This 39-year-old woman has taken advantage of this 22-year-old boy. Say what you want, there's no other way around it. Her son is his age." Someone else said, "I'm 30 and I was screaming for 22."
That's crazy. To think that your son is the age of the dude that you are now in a relationship that's just got you pregnant. Listen, man, I don't care how y'all spin it. Yeah, to delete your existence is too much, Fa Brown. I agree with you. I don't care how you spin it, no matter which way you turn it. The fact of the matter is, it's wild to think that your son is your grown son is the same age of the dude that you dating. That's insane, yo. That is absolutely insane to me.
2-year-old tried to talk to me. "Where is your mama, little boy?" Someone else said, "Child, 3 baby daddies, and the last one is the same age as your son. Congratulations."
What up, Anike Budgets?
Girl. And of course, people also feel like she tried to secure the bag. So this person said he on a $40 million contract and about to get a $200 million contract. 98% of y'all would have let him get you pregnant too. And then another user said having a baby by a 21-year-old when your son is 21 is insane.
It is.
And the last person said, "Nah, this ain't it. This is disgusting."
Oh, this is why she turned the comments off. So the comments was on, and they eventually turned the comments off, and so the people then went over into her other stuff. So she didn't post a picture without comments. She turned the comments off after getting all of the hate, which lets you know that she was reading the comments.
And I hope us women give her the same energy we give Marquise Houston. If the tables were turned and it was a 21-year-old young woman, we would drag that man from DC to California in these comments. I have 4 boys, so this irks my soul, but she wanted to come up, but as old folks say, all money ain't good money.
LLC, stop, bro. Really? Is that what we doing? Nobody wondered if he chased her down and convinced her. Really? That's what we doing? A 39-year-old woman that's already been pregnant by an NBA player and an NFL player and then went back to the NBA? Is this what we doing? This is how y'all get finessed. Because some of y'all wind up getting money and getting famous, and then you wind up finding yourself in this situation thinking, oh no, I went and got her. Man, she put herself in the place to be able to meet you at a specific time in order for you to get finessed in the first place. You wasn't even checking for no Draya Michele. She put herself in the same arena as you in order to convince you to do something that you didn't even know that you was going to do at the time. You think you shot your shot. They set the trap. Listen, men are hunters and women are trappers, but they both hunting. Men are overt hunters, meaning that they the ones that's walking around with the gun, and women set the trap, and then they set a trail for you to actually fall into the trap because they put the leaves over the trap. And then you be thinking to yourself, no, I went and found her. I'm the one that was on the trail. Nigga, she the one that cleared the brush for you. She cleared the brush for you. Women are trappers. Men are overt hunters. Nigga, she knew where you was going. She knew where your hotel was going to be at. She knew where the team was going to land. She knew who was playing. She knew what you was going to check for. She knew you was going to hit her up on Instagram once you seen her at the game. Nigga, what you thought that you was smart? You thought you... No, man. It just so happened to be a coincidence that we was in the same place at the same time wearing the same outfit. Come on, man. Don't be this naive. Don't be this naive. Nigga, take a drink. Take a drink. Before you put your next comment up, take a drink, big dog.
Well, you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down.
Take a drink, big dog. If you think for 1 second that the woman, a lot of these women that wind up getting with a lot of these guys, and it be the same women with the same guys over and over again in a specific arena. If you think for 1 second that you just so happen to stumble upon one, come on, man. You can't be that naive. You cannot be that naive. You can't be that wild to really believe that these people didn't put themselves in a position to ultimately get with these guys. Jesus Christ. Lord be offense. Lord be offense. But I always said that a lot of y'all want to be out here in these streets and y'all want to get with certain women and y'all want to have these conversations. Well, okay. Well, you get what you asked for. Now you got you a little baby on the way. Hey, what's up with Adrian Broner talking about what he was talking about with, and shout out to everybody that sent the super chat. I appreciate you. Dark 80s man said, man, listen, bro. These dudes is getting finesse left and right. Timeout says, it said her son is the same age or almost the same age as Jaylen. New meaning to son husband. Jesus Christ. One of them is busting down, listen, the nigga that's the same age is busting down your mama. How is that any different from when we was talking about Jada Pinkett Smith and she was rocking out with her son's friend, and her son's friend wound up being the person that was at the forefront of messing down and trying to tear down Will Smith. Thank God Will Smith is shooting Bad Boys, the new Bad Boys now. How is it any different than her son was hanging out with August Alsina and then August Alsina wound up getting with Jada Pinkett? Y'all had everything to say then, but all of a sudden it ain't making sense. These women are very cunning and strategic. I 100% agree with you, bro. Let's see. We can go to Adrian Broner. Some chick talking about an Instagram password. Mase and Camron, Draya Michele, Steven Jackson. I don't like Steven Jackson. What else is happening in these streets? I never addressed the Terry Crews cheating on his wife thing. Let me see something. Well, actually, you know what? I want to go with the Adrian Broner thing real quick. Let me see if I can find that. Adrian Broner was going off on Alycia Baumgardner, who I believe she a boxer too. And then she wound up getting on the live stream with not Ryan Garcia, but Bill Haney, Devin Haney's dad, which Bill Haney is always in the forefront. I don't know what Bill Haney is always the one that's at the forefront. I had a little bit of a back and forth with Devin Haney, but neither here nor there. I don't really care about him. Adrian Broner had dissed. All right, let me just pull this up because I haven't seen it, but I've seen it pop up on my timeline. Let me see. AB aired the girl out because she was talking about high with Bill Haney. Well, let's see. We just gonna pull it up. We ain't even gonna talk about it. We could just pull it up.
You from Ohio, but you from Fremont, man. Stop it, man. You ain't from no Cincinnati, Toledo. Like, you ain't from no Cleveland. Like, hey, man, relax, man. We really know you, Alycia. We really know you. Just really know you. Just been really ran through you. Stop it. Sonny Fredrickson ran through you. Bunny ran through you. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me pull this girl up so y'all know. Well, you gonna see her, but I'm gonna just pull her up really quickly so y'all can know exactly who he talking about. I don't know what they beefing about. I don't know why it's a thing, but I'm gonna pull her up on Instagram. So she a boxer on Instagram, and this is the person that he was talking about. All right, her name is Alycia Baumgardner. She actually kind of cute. Hey, can y'all sleep with like these super muscular athlete type chicks, like these boxer chicks? I don't want to get copyrighted with the music, so I'm gonna just keep rocking. Damn, I don't know. I don't know. That look kind of weird though. At the same time, I don't know what the fuck that is. What is that? What is that right there? Why does her body look like that? Is that regular? Like, is that just regular like body or whatever? But then right here, she just look normal. What's the difference? Wait. What's the difference between that one and this one? Is that the same dress? I don't know. It's the same fucking dress, bro. I don't know. Maybe it's just the light. It could just be the light, bro. Yeah, I knocked that down all day long. All day long. So this is the woman that he's talking about. And I don't know why Adrian Broner is even in this conversation in the first place, but neither here nor there.
You from Ohio, but you from Fremont, man. Stop it, man. You ain't from no Cincinnati, Toledo. Like, you ain't from no Cleveland. Like, hey, man, relax, man.
Hold on. Who the fuck you talking to? I'm guessing that you're talking to somebody in the chat because you can't be talking to me like this. I'm just asking questions. I just literally asked questions and then I didn't inspect it because that's what she posted on her Instagram. Who the fuck you talking to? What's wrong with you niggas? What is wrong with you niggas to say what the fuck you be saying, bro? Okay, so it was the lighting. Nigga, why you gotta add the extra adjective in there, nigga? You dumb motherfucker. Get your chubby fucking hands off my live stream, you bitch. The fuck is y'all talking to, bro? Y'all niggas just be saying some dumb shit. Who the fuck is stupid? Nigga, because I did an inspection? Jesus Christ. Boy, I tell you, y'all niggas just be getting out of hand. Out of hand. And now the only reason that I'm going to limit myself and what I'm saying back to you is because somebody in the comments on my last video said, Anton, you gotta chill. You can't always tell somebody to go and suck your dick. Okay, I'm not going to tell the nigga to suck my dick. Nigga, suck my dick. Man, y'all niggas just be talking. Now let me get back to Adrian Broner and what he was saying about the people. All right? We gotta read some of these super chats. KD said he doesn't want any kids until he's done in the league. More players should get avoided getting finesse and focus on the game. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I think that KD is playing it exactly right. Don't nobody even know shit about KD. Ain't nobody ever seen him with nobody. They don't know how he move. Somehow KD is the real life Slender Man. Antonio Watkins says they ran a train on her. Listen, man, I don't believe AB. I think that AB is a crash dummy. If we just gonna keep it 100. I think that Adrian Broner is a crash dummy. Real talk. I don't know. I mean, you can't take away. Let me get this nigga on the screen. You can't take away what Adrian Broner has accomplished. However, unfortunately, Adrian Broner, in my personal opinion, never lived up to the thing that he marketed himself as. The first thing that he marketed himself as is about billions. Secondly, the interesting thing about Adrian Broner is that the thing that we know Adrian Broner most for, as talented as he is we know Adrian Broner most for fumbling. Doing all of the antics. The thing that you think about Adrian Broner, to be honest, and I don't even know what they thing is, and I'm gonna play it in a minute. I'm just getting this thing set up. The thing that most casual fans, the biggest highlight that we remember for Adrian Broner was I think he was fighting Maidana. I think he was fighting Maidana. And Maidana beat the fucking brakes off that dude when he did all of the pumping and shit inside of the ring. I don't know if I'll play it for y'all in a minute. Give me a second. Let me get the little thing up because I want to make sure that I address it for what it is. And listen, I don't have no ties to none of these niggas, so I don't give a fuck about what they say. But Adrian Broner is known for fucking up more. As great as he is, as great as Adrian Broner is, he's known for fumbling. The woulda, coulda, shoulda was supposed to be the hairpin. Adrian Broner, by a lot of people's perspective, was actually supposed to be what Tank Davis is today. He's supposed to be what Tank is today. That's what Adrian Broner is supposed to be. But Adrian fucked up, and he couldn't get himself together. And now he out here making videos talking about who fucked who. But let me pull this up. Adrian Broner. Maidana. This is what we remember Adrian Broner for the most. Right before he got his ass beat inside of the ring, if I can even get it up. Even casual fans remember this shit.
He needs to be active. He has the speed to be active if he chooses to use it, and if he stays confident in doing that, he's going to have to get active. Oh, wow.
That's what we remember Adrian Broner for the most. We remember Adrian Broner for humping on motherfuckers in the middle of the ring.
He needs to be active. He has the speed to be active if he chooses to use it, and if he stays confident in doing that, he's going to have to get active. Oh, wow.
That's what we remember Adrian Broner for. A guy that showboated too much, and then he got humiliated. Let me see. Hold on. And then this is what happened to him right after that. I just want to bring people into the conversation and help them. I can't watch that video. All right, don't worry about it. But anyway, so he was going off on an old girl, and this is what happened.
You from Ohio, but you from Fremont, man. Stop it, man. You ain't from no Cincinnati, Toledo. Like, you ain't from no Cleveland. Like, hey, man, relax, man. We really know you, Alycia. We really know you. Just really know you. Just didn't really ran through you. Stop it. Sonny Fredrickson ran through you. Bunny ran through you. Yeah, Robert Easter ran through you, boy. Hold on. Dominic Doughton ran through you.
That's some clown shit, bro. First of all, nigga, don't ever put my name in nothing. I would hate to be any of the guys that he's naming. I would hate to be one of the guys that he's naming that he's fucking up. Because maybe they don't want to be known out there. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. This nigga out here gossip girling, naming names of niggas. Listen, the one thing that I realize that I know for sure is that a real one never really talks about it and they never really go into it. They just don't say certain shit. You just keep certain things out of it. I'm going to read the super chat shortly, but let me get into this.
Hold on. Montana Love ran through you, boy. The f wrong with you, boy? Everybody had some, man. Tony just wiped you. Tony just wiped you up. I don't know. Hey. Shout out to Tony. Tony, he from a Detroit player, nigga. If you know what I know, just keep the hoe on the stroll. But what I'm telling you is this, man. When niggas been running through you, man. Quit playing, man. Stop playing, man. And now you teamed up with Bill. And now y'all want to talk crazy, man? Hey, man, stop it. Y'all better stop. And we got footage. We got footage, too. We got footage. You be coming out doing all them good-ass dance moves. You can't ride.
This shit is corny, bro. Honestly. This shit is corny. I don't know what inspired him to say this and do this, but nigga, you do not name other people names and start throwing niggas under the bus saying that they ran through you. Somebody in the comments said, one of them said, hey, leave him out of it. This is some clown shit, bro. Nigga, did you hit? Because if you didn't hit, then nigga, you shouldn't be speaking on another nigga dick. You can't speak on another nigga's dick. If you didn't hit, then you can't speak on another nigga's cock, bro. I don't know what the fuck. What part of the game is this? What part of the game is it to where it's cool for a nigga to name another nigga that they think hit somebody else in order to throw the other person under the bus? This shit is weak, bro. Let me play this whole video.
Your rap game trash. What Bubba Double said? Trash.
You think that this shit is cute. This shit is not cool. These niggas is too old to be acting like children. Tony Harrison said that he ain't rocking with it.
Put your head up and stop looking down at the ground. That's what y'all need to start doing. What kind of cowards are y'all? Who's speaking about what man is doing something with what woman and what bedroom?
That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a whole fact. I don't know what type of niggas is doing that. Is this how Ohio niggas get down? I know this ain't how. Listen, Adrian Broner is not a representation of how Ohio dudes get down. Because I know a lot of. Matter of fact, my dog Slimmy is from Ohio. My dog Slimmy is from Ohio, and Slimmy don't operate like this. I know a lot of dudes from Ohio that do not get down like the way that Adrian Broner is talking. They some real ones. So let me just say, this is not indicative of all how of how Ohio of how Ohio dudes put it out there. So I don't know what type of nigga this is, but that's some wild shit, bro.
You's a coward, you's a sucker, and you's a lame.
He is a lame.
You broke and you ain't got no game.
And he broke.
What nigga gonna speak? Huh? Who gonna speak on another man and another woman, whatever they doing? You know it as soon as he start doing that.
Yeah, and how do we even know that shit is true? This nigga just talking. Like anybody can name a bunch of names and say, oh yeah. Nah, nigga. Nah, we don't believe that shit. We don't go with that shit.
Because then he brought it up. He could have brought it up himself if it was the truth. I think you're lying. What do you say, Poppy? Yeah, you always say, I think AB is lying. Hey, listen, do any man speak on any other man and woman business? You never speak about another man and another woman, right, Poppy?
No.
No. Never.
No.
Never. No, that's a man and a woman, that's their business, man. Whoever they is, that's why I know you lying on the queen. You lying. Ashy face, man. With your ashy face ass. You know? Hey, you look dry. You look dry. And the comments look dry talking about the queen. Dry looking like you done got into a fight with a bag of flour. you just ashy looking. Ashy. Yeah. Ain't no but a ashy. You're gonna talk about a queen, and then you're gonna enable all the and it ain't none of them. You're gonna mention somebody else. This, that. You damn fool. You the biggest fool out of the Ohio. Ain't no and Ohio need to be even what you talking.
Damn, he's saying the exact same shit that I stand on. He literally speaking the sentiments of my heart. He's saying the same thing that I'm saying on. He said, "Who is this guy, AD? This is Devin Haney's father, Tony Haney, bro. This is Devin Haney's father, Tony."
Talking about another man's tallywhacker.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bill. I think this is Devin Haney's father. Long story short. All right, this is Devin Haney's father.
Why would you know where the man's tallywhacker done been? And you wasn't there. Huh? You might be one want to pay to watch.
Yeah, his name is Bill.
You sound like a watcher. Was you?
His name is Bill Haney. Where's Bill Haney from?
Watching when what was that name? Saunders or Sonny Edwards. Was you the watcher? You wasn't there looking?
From San Francisco and lived in Oakland.
Yeah, talking about the queen. How dare you? You take all that broke and you keep it.
Let's see what Bill talk about. Bill, what you got to say, Bill?
I don't want to say the flow. I don't want to say the N word. But in 2024, undisputed, you got to tell them we're allergic to all that broke, all them fake stories and all that advice. Keep your advice. If you ain't did nothing, you're a queen. You know what I'm saying? Don't even give them no excuse. Put your foot on their neck.
Listen, you already know what time it is. They already know. I don't got to see. This is the thing, Bill. For me, I don't got to say too much. I only say enough. That's the difference.
What is broke ass AB talking about?
Listen, he You know when you ain't got no money, you gotta go to the lowest of the lowest just to say and talk about anything. You talk about a whole woman. That should tell you right there you got a problem, and I can't help you with that.
And you know what's so crazy about it? I gotta give her some credit because she chill. She ain't tripping about it. She ain't even mentioning nothing. She just slow motion. Hey, she holding it down. Adrian Broner looked more like the woman, and she is more chill and more masculine as far as not getting in her emotions in order to react emotionally. Usually, when women crash out, they start threatening you, they say names and all of that shit. Hey, she just slow motion. And let me tell you what this makes it seem like. It makes it seem like everything that he was saying was a lie anyway, and he was just throwing shit out there. Her reacting like this actually seems like everything he's saying was just cap because she ain't even tripping off of it. She like, man, ain't nobody thinking about this nigga. This nigga just broke. This nigga just broke. That's all she's saying. Hey, man, this nigga just broke. We ain't thinking about him. We slow motion. We gonna keep getting this money.
You fly, you getting money, you representing that Midwest. What would he have to be talking about you for? I mean, you look like you having more money than him. He's been in the business forever.
Bill, I will. I think about that all the time. But when you think about somebody who broke, you can't argue with them. You can't argue with them broke people.
Okay, well, listen, AB, it's okay to be broke, but don't be broken. So keep the queen's name out your mouth and the rest of you varmints, and let her handle her business. You did.
B. Jackson says money ain't got nothing to do with that. I know solid janitors. I know it does got something to do with it. You know why? Because he lead with his money, and AB has always been the type of nigga to call other people broke. See, it's not the fact that money has anything to do with it. Money is the way that he marketed himself and how he used to talk to other motherfuckers and saying shit. And he used to lead with his money in order to try to down other people. So now you can't be broke after that's the same shit that you used to talk about other people. Now people can use that against you. So money absolutely has something to do with it. Not that it applies to everybody, but it applies to Adrian Broner, aka about billions. And the nigga used to walk around and do videos and all of that shit, talking about people and saying stuff back and forth. You can't lead with that. You can't talk shit about other people being broke and then wind up ending up broke and then out here talking like a bitter baby mama. It absolutely has something to do with it. In this case, it 100% has everything to do with it, and it is you can't lead with it and then act like it's not applying when it comes to you. Cause the shoe fit for everybody else, and now it's supposed to fit for you. We don't do what ifs, black is black. But if he get $100 million deal next month, she will look. No, we deal with the now. We deal with the reality. We don't do hypotheticals. We don't do what ifs. We don't do that little baby mama drama talk that you got going on. The reality is, if you led with it and you talking shit about it, you held accountable for what it is that you used to be. So yes, it does mean something.
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
Yeah, know what I mean? But dealing in this business around kings, though, it's just a pleasure to see you in the ring, see you doing your thing, Queen. So, I just want to just tell you that. We got
But on the low though, we got to stop telling these women that they queens. You may not be broke, you may look good, but that don't mean that everybody is a queen. All right, let's stop doing that shit.
On this side, I don't know what the mother suckers is talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So just like you said, when you're dealing with queen, you're dealing with royalty, and when you're dealing with royalty, you don't come second to none. You are her. You are at the top of the crown.
All right, that's cool. I got you, baby. Just let's not say too much. But yeah, man, I think that's corny for Adrian Broner to be moving like that. Niggas should know better than that, man. You can't be out here being a cornball. Naming other people that ain't you talking about what it is that they hit and what they ran through. That's some corny shit. Don't matter what it is, that's corny. Listen, real ones don't even don't want people to know who they hit. If you find out, you just so happen to find out. But real dudes, they not out here pillow talking, telling you all of the women that they hit. They not naming no names. Real dudes don't name names of the women that they busting down, bro. They just keep it a G. You're not supposed to, especially to a nigga that you. Why would a real one tell a nigga that they don't know a chick that they didn't bust about a chick that they didn't bust down? The only way you could possibly know is by rumor, or it's your baby mama, or it's your wife, because it goes with the territory. But real dudes don't sit here and pillow talk. They don't want everybody in their business. They just move how they gonna move, and then you just gotta catch the wave. And so, listen, the worst thing for a woman is a nigga that be acting like a woman, pillow talking about. That's what the women do. Women are the ones that's supposed to brag on your dick, because you know what she really doing is she don't even know. She advertising it to her homegirls. She basically creating a space for you to then be able to have access to, because she already running game and running interference in order to really set you up on some good shit. That's what women do. Guys don't sit here and just be on the internet. On the internet talking about naming names of the chicks that you done fucked. And that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Man, you supposed to just keep it G. You don't literally say the women that you didn't have sex with. You can talk in general about the sentiment of a woman, or how women are, or or you know what women usually do, but you're not supposed to be out here naming names. And more importantly, what make it even 10 times worse is you never ever are supposed to throw another nigga under the bus that allegedly bust down a chick that you're trying to go at. That's cornball shit, in my personal opinion. But that's just my opinion. I was raised in a different environment, so I know I come from a different space. So it might be a little bit different for me. What up, Fi?
Yo, what up, AD?
Show slow motion, big dog. What's the word?
Nice man, chilling. Question: who you think blew a bigger opportunity, AB or Jewels? I agree
AB.
with you with both of them blowing it.
AB.
AB, yeah, I think
AB.
so too.
AB
Yeah, I
blew it.
think so
Blew it.
too.
I mean, he had every single fucking marketing tactic. He was right next to Floyd.
Facts. Yeah, and
Floyd
then
had
remember
already paved the
Floyd,
way and did the work for him.
right? Remember Floyd was on his way out too, so it was just like waiting on somebody to take the spot, and he was
I,
right there. He had the
I
market
remember
and
he
all that.
started talking shit about Floyd.
Yeah, he started bugging out. Yeah,
What the
yep.
fuck was wrong with this dude?
Bro, he was you remember I don't know if you watched. I was a big AB fan. I thought he was gonna be next up, but he had a like a YouTube show like before, it was popular. He had it was AB all about billions. And he used to had like a
I remember.
vlog. You remember? Yeah, like
Mhm.
so he was
That's
on the
how I know
media
all of
thing
the
early
shit. That's how
too.
I know all of the shit that he was talking. That's
Right,
why when
right.
my
Yeah,
man in
me
the
too.
chat said, "Oh man, nah, you can't talk about him being broke." Why not? That's what that nigga used to be talking about.
Facts. Yeah, about billions. Remember that was his pseudo name or whatever.
I think it's worse to have a shot and fuck it up the way that he fuck it up. And you know what the worst part about it is? It's like he still got the same mindset. He never changed.
Yeah, it's worse now. He's like really, yeah, he drank. He looked drunk in the video. I was looking like, damn, like he might be drunk now.
Yeah, and that's it's unfortunate because somebody said it in the chat. They said it's arrested development.
I said that. Yeah, that was
Oh,
me.
that was
Yep.
you?
The
Yeah,
rest of
yeah,
the
yeah.
time. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that shit is sad though. To watch him going out like that and to be broke as fuck and to be he was
Right.
just crying on the internet a little while ago.
Yeah, he was suicidal a couple years ago. He was because he was talking about the baby moms is taking all his money, this, that, and the third. I was like, man, but
Yeah.
you had him. Yeah. But
Yeah, I think that AB is he might be in a Hall of Fame of fumblers, bro.
I agree. I agree.
He might be in the top 10 fumblers of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, because he had it. And then it ain't like he would have had to come compete with Floyd for real. Floyd was like on his, his
He was
swan tour or whatever.
he
Yeah,
was
and then
supposed to
Floyd
be
was
what
on his
Tank is
team.
now. What Tank is now
Facts.
is what
Yeah.
AB was supposed to be.
He would have been even bigger because he'd have had it, longer. You know
I
what I
agree.
mean? So he'd have been
I agree.
bigger.
I agree.
Crazy.
But
Um,
some people
you
got it.
remember?
Some people don't.
Right? Yeah, the discipline. He wanted to be Floyd without the work ethic.
Yep.
But if you would, you remember watching the about billions. I watched it from. I forgot who he fought before Maidana, but he won a fight in July. I remember he fought Maidana in November.
Maidana
This
beat the
dude
fuck
went.
out of this dude.
Listen, I remember watching the about billions. The fight was in July. He went and partied for 3 months. He didn't
I know.
train at all until
I
like
know.
October.
But see,
Yeah, and I
that's the thing.
remember.
Floyd stay ready.
Right, right.
When
I
camp
remember he.
come, it's just a formality. This motherfucker thought that, man, he was the biggest fucking
Yeah,
I've ever seen, bro.
because remember he was trying to be a rapper too. He went on a rap tour with his homies till like October, September, October. And I remember he doing on about billions. He bumped into Floyd, and Floyd was like, "Damn, man, you getting fat? Don't you got a fight coming up?" He was like, "Man, he a bum. I only need 30, 60 days to get with him." He was like, Floyd looked at him like, "All right." And then fast forward, that epic fight happened.
And then the
Well,
nigga
epic
was in there.
ass whooping.
Maidana beat the brakes off that nigga.
Totally.
But busted that nigga's face up, bro.
Yeah, he was swole. Yeah, you were saying the humping was the was his most viral moment. No, remember him stumbling back. Remember he almost fell out the ring.
No, no,
Him
no, no. I'm
stumbling back
saying
in the
that
ring.
what we remember
Yeah,
him for, what as good as he was, what we remember him for. You know what's so fucked up? He's gonna be remembered as a could have been of somebody that could have
yeah,
been
it could have
that
been.
wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Now this
That and
nigga's up here pillow talking on the internet about who a chick is fucking, bro.
tripping. Yeah,
Throwing other niggas
crazy.
on the bus.
Right, crazy fall from grace. Yeah, and remember he had to get like helped out the ring. Remember that? That was a meme too,
That nigga
because
is
his face was all swole up. Man, I was. Then he lost Fightini. I thought he was going to bounce back after that because I was still a fan.
nope.
I'm like, all right, well, that's the wake up call. He was getting his ass whooped after that. Who else beat him? Pacquiao and I know Porter beat him. I think he lost another fight too. I
Adrian
know
Broner.
them three beat him.
And I
Yeah,
remember, you know what the funniest shit about I let me tell you what I remember most about Adrian Broner. It ain't even a Maidana fight or none of that. I
what's
remember
that?
he had got a big offer from Rock Nation or some shit, and he turned it down, and he dissed him.
I remember that. Wow, I forgot about that. Yep.
I'm gonna pull it
Yeah.
up.
Damn, that did happen. Yep.
He talked shit about him like I can't believe
He
they.
said something about Jay, right? Yeah. Then he was like, Jay, I can't believe Jay disrespected me, like something like that. Damn, I forgot about that. Yep, I remember
He
that
turned
now.
it
Yep.
down. Oh, it was a $40 million deal for 5 years.
Right. He laughed at it. He laughed at
He
it.
laughed at it and he was like, "Man, I ain't feeling Jay Z's Rock Nation deal and all
Yep.
that shit." That was in 2015.
Yep. Then he whooped when the fight was 15. I think that was the end of 15 or 16
Yeah, and I
when he
bet you
lost to
Rock Nation
Maidana.
is so happy that they didn't sign that motherfucker.
Right.
Yep, he
Damn.
had got a $40 million offer from Rock Nation and he laughed at them niggas and turned it down.
I forgot about that. You 100%
See,
right.
he bet it on
Yeah.
himself and he lost because the nigga was trash.
Yep. Undisciplined, man.
Yep, yep, yep,
Um.
yep.
Yeah, I was listening to the Dame part today. To be honest with you, I couldn't even disagree with you today. Yeah, like the corporate
Well,
part and everybody not from Harlem and all that. Like I couldn't even disagree with you today. You see, I was quiet. Like, damn, AD
I think
spitting.
that Dame has done some great things, but what happens is that usually your greatness is overshadowed by your flaws because the flaws are
Hmm.
much more magnified. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way the society go. You can go out here, you can
Right.
feed the homeless, you can put niggas on, you can give them jobs, and then if you go out there and you know what I'm saying, and you that's what people gonna remember. Don't nobody listen. Very few people actually remember O.J. Simpson for what he did on the football field. They remember him
Hmm.
for the shit that he got caught up in.
Yeah.
He had a
True.
whole career of being named the Juice.
Hmm.
But niggas remember O.J. Simpson for shit that he did off the field.
True.
It's
Yeah.
just life, man. It ain't nothing you can do about that. That's just the way
Right.
that it is.
Yeah.
All right, Fa. Let me get up out of here, big dog.
All right, bro. Nice talking to you.
All right, we back
All
tomorrow. We
right.
same thing tomorrow.
All right, for sure.
I bet. All right, listen, let me read some of these super chats so I can make sure that I can acknowledge y'all, and then I'm going to get y'all up out of here for the night. Out of Pocket Variety Show says, you have contact info for Cade or another Pistons player? Maybe. I know Cade's brother. Let me see something. And you know what? Cade's brother is tall as hell, too. We exchanged information. Kanan. Shout out to Kanan Cunningham. Shout out to Kanan Cunningham. We need a PSA interview for warning these dudes not to smash Grizzly veteran hoes raw. I ain't even read the rest of the super chat before I started pulling up his information. These youngins in the NBA are the future of America, for real. That's all. Listen, as long as it's been women, it's always going to be a bunch of dudes to get finessed. Jay says, I think Katie was once married to a WNBA player and rumored to have dated porn star Lana Rose. Yeah, it is a rumor that it's a possibility that one of her kids is his, but I think it wound up being like Blake Griffin or something like that. I don't know. I think Broner needs meds. His highlights is his dad brushing his waves. Joey, shout out to Joey Maldonado, says AD on a rampage after hour style, second night in a row. You had to address food talking dumb. I don't know why these dudes come in here talking crazy to me. Shout out to New Orleans. A4 says, watch this though. You and Bill started with the rebuttal, but didn't address the fact that she voluntarily clout chasing, involving herself in a grown conversation. Address that part. All right, maybe I'll pull it up tomorrow and I'll see it. What does that have to do? Listen, I don't give a fuck about none of that. What does that have to do with a nigga throwing somebody else into it? Y'all think that the response is still cool. Okay, go at the person and address what it is that they said, but don't start talking and throwing another nigga under the bus that ain't got nothing to do with this. Why are you naming other people and naming names about dudes that you think didn't hit it? Nigga, don't name me, bro. It's even some of the dudes is in the comments saying, listen, leave me out of it. I ain't got shit to do with it. Y'all some wild boys. Hey, New Orleans, take this L, bro. Hold this L, New Orleans. I appreciate you for the Super Bowl, but hold this L, New Orleans, because you still don't do that shit. You don't pillow talk, nigga. Common Man 80 says, it's like that punk that recorded President Trump's conversation on the bus. That was man facts. Man talk should have kept his mouth shut. That was man business. You don't do that shit. Joey says maybe AB's Don King advance ran out, so now he's super clout chasing. His over, he may have crashed out soon via online. Shout out to Karma. Karma says, good live tonight. You know what we do. Every single night we go in and we give our all to the people. Freight Train Shane. Shout out to my dog Freight Train Shane in the building. Says, good. Hold on. He says, I took a short notice fight at South by Southwest and I'll win. Shout out to Freight Train Shane. Make sure y'all go over there and tap in with my boy. Tap in with my boy Freight Train Shane. Shane, he a dope, bro. He real awesome. I love you, bro. Anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. New Orleans hold this L tonight. Y'all gonna be the L holders. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to the rappers in the early 90s. Late the early 90s and the early 2000s in New York, too. Shout out to y'all. Anyways, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for continuing to tune in. We back at it tomorrow morning on Millionaire Morning Show, and then we going after hours tomorrow night also. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.